and 4. The battle is on. It's going to be too close to call side by side. Long Joe gets it. Oh, we got contact. We got flips. Everywhere. We got big wrecks here going back to the front because we're racing back to the line.
William Page with the victory.
Looking for second here.
Musa's gonna
he's going to use that apron.
He's going to use the apron.
They're going to be side by side. Coming off the corner. Boy, back to the inside. It's going to be a drag race to the line. Musa gets it.
Musa, where did he come from?
Boyer trying to close the gap. He's going to get to the bumper. Oh, just barely did not make it. And coming off of turn 4, Jeff Sikenis is going to win it at Dover.
Before I wrap things up here in this segment, your thoughts on the type of race we're going to see tonight? And I would have to agree.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the Texas Motor Speedway for tonight's feature presentation of the Bomb Squad Racing Truck Series, the Texas Triple Texas Shootout. Bang, bang! Race number 1 of 3 over the course of the next 3 nights. As always, folks, I'm Joe Townetwork. Alongside me tonight, Mr. Ricky Collette. Ricky, we're gonna have some fun at Texas.
Oh, yeah, that's an understatement here, Joe. We're not going to be here once. We're not going to be here twice, but we're going to be here 3 times in the next 3 days here with Bomb Squad Racing.
And then, wait. Before, caveat on that, too. And then Saturday we'll be in Texas. And then Monday night we get to go to Sears Point. So that'll be fun. But then Tuesday night we're at Texas. And then Wednesday night we're at Texas. So it's like, oops, all Texas all over again. But
we're getting down and dirty in the Lone Star State this week and next week, apparently. I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be a fun week here. These guys at Bomb Squad about ready to rapid fire off 3 different races, 3 different series. We're going to have a little competition here, aren't they, Joe?
yeah, so tonight it's obviously the trucks. It's with CTS Physics. They're going to race like trucks. Tomorrow night it's Cup cars. They're going to race like Cup cars. Friday night's the Xfinity. And I believe if I looked at it correctly, the Xfinity cars are CTS Physics. I could be wrong. And if one of the Bomb Squad guys is in chat, tell me I'm wrong, because I hope I'm wrong. But tonight might be give us a clue about who will be up front later on Friday night. And Friday night we'll be giving out a trophy to the guy that has the lowest average finish or lowest finish. They're going to add up their finishes. Or lowest average fin. I don't know the logistics of it yet. I think they're still working that out, but we'll get you filled in on that for sure tomorrow night. But it's going to be a fantastic night of racing, folks. Again, this is the Texas Motor Speedway. This is our race preview presented by our friends at Circuit Diecast. Use that code JTN at checkout for free shipping on your order of $20 or more. 134 laps, 70-degree weather, Ricky. It's your basic NR 2003 league race here at Bomb Squad, but doesn't mean it's going to be any less of a spectacle.
Oh, absolutely. Here in Texas, it's they go big at this old version of Texas. Traditional format, original 2003 Texas, relatively new pavement, but the original OG banking. And going to be exciting race here tonight with these trucks. A lot of drafting in play when you're dealing with the trucks and their lower horsepower. And these things are just like running shoeboxes around here at 180 miles an hour. We're going to see some actual pack racing here possibly tonight. And it's going to be a lot of fun.
Hey, and a lot of folks tuning in chat. Can't thank you guys enough. Jason Awesome Gaming. Hello. NASCAR 18, the Dab King. Writes in, hello, let's have some good and fun racing. And then also tells us that he'll be in that race with the Maverick Cup Series at Sears Point Monday night. So hope to see you there. Can't wait to see you there. And then Ulta telling us that he got in our 2003. That's awesome, buddy. And joined a late model league. So he's going to be, if I recall correctly, a month or so ago when he told us he was getting NR, he was talking about kind of working his way up the ladder. So that's going to be really cool for you, Ulta. Can't wait to get updated on your progress through all of that. But Ricky, I hear trucks on track, so that means happy hour has started, and that means it's time for you to read off our starting lineup.
With pleasure, Joe. For tonight's race here in Texas, we have 19 trucks starting for tonight's race, so a good-sized field for a Wednesday night truck outing. Of those 19 trucks that took a time were 12 vehicles that recorded a time, I should say. 12 trucks that recorded a time, and then the remainder on a random draw completely random. But of the guys that took a time, starting on pole will be the 37 truck of Denny Daniels at a time of 29.793 seconds. Starting alongside him on the front row will be the 193 of BSR Ricky J. Starting third will be the 029 of BSR Kilojoules. BSR Terry Scott in the 66 truck will be starting fourth. 28 truck of BSR Keith MC Mac Daddy starting in the 5th position tonight with Nelly in the 103 alongside him. The 096 truck of BSR Chevy Chase will be starting 7th, and BSR Jimmy Dale in that double 3 will be starting 8th tonight. BSR Magoo in the 144 will roll off 9th, and rounding out the top 10 will be BSR Silver Bullet in the 4 truck. Starting 11th will be the 114 of BSR Eli 114. And last truck to take a time in qualifying will be the 12th spot, the 043 machine of Brian Lovell. And then starting alongside him that same row will be BSR Greg Lovell in the 088 truck. Rolling off 14th, will be the 49 truck of BSR Brain Fade. BSR RJ Rusty gets a 15th spot in that 2 truck. Danny Hardy in the 03 will be rolling off in the 16th position. 17th will be the 19 truck of BSR Furco. 18th will be the 31 of BSR Wings. And last truck in the field tonight, 19th position, will be the 028 of Monte Keller. That'll be a starting lineup here for tonight's race at Texas. Joe, I think we're having a fun time here tonight. I've seen some pretty close lap times between that top 7.
Yeah, it's going to be a fantastic time tonight. So close in practice as well earlier on in the night. And these guys, they just, as we get laps in, these guys are going to get better and better and better. So you're not going to want to miss a second of the action. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. I would be in a lot of trouble if I didn't say hello to Miss Kathy Voiles, tuning in chat, and thank all the fine folks at Voiles Trucking for helping put on these races this week, as always, and helping these boys here at Bomb Squad continue to foster such a great league that's just filled with fun and friendship and, a lot of fast cars and trucks in the case of tonight. So can't thank all the folks and Kathy at Voiles Trucking for helping us put this on and dealing with me being a couple days late on answering their email when they want to do this special show this week. And going to be a fantastic night of racing, a fantastic night tomorrow and Friday, so you're not going to want to miss a second of it, so you're going to want to make sure you're subscribed. We got the best NR 2003 racing on the web here on JTN, so, I mean, if you're a fan of sim racing, you're going to want to make sure you're following and subscribing, or we got all our different social medias in the chat below, or in the description below the live stream, so you can check those out. Our Twitter, our Facebook, we got a TikTok coming, because, you know, we're trying to get hip with the kids.
Getting jiggy with it, as they say. I think that's what they say, right?
I think so. I think that's what they say.
That's before our time. I don't even know. I think I dated ourselves too much.
That's okay. But it's going to be a fantastic night, folks, and you're not going to want to miss a second of it. This, of course, was our BSR Truck Series race preview, presented by our friends at CircleBDiecast.com. Use that code JTN at checkout for free shipping on your order of $20 or more. I know Kathy. He's even he had to do a lot to get in touch with me because I was not very good about answering those emails, but I am getting better. We're learning, Ricky. We're learning how to run this thing.
Learning how to email. It truly is the future. Learning how to use emails. Next thing you know, we're gonna learn how to plug in a modem here on JTN.
Wait a minute, is that black box that my computer's plugged into?
Yeah, it's connected to your telephone, I think.
Okay. Is that why I hear the when I turn the computer on? That was my best AOL sound.
No, that's the tiny Bill Gates living in your computer.
Oh, that's right. But practice
9 p.m.
Happy hour winding down here, folks. Can't thank you enough as always for tuning in. Be a friend, tell a friend about our streams. We, why email when you can chat? Well, that's what he ended up doing. He ended up sending me a chat. So,
what are we on the road to right now, Joe? 700, 800?
We're on the road to 650. We always set ours at 50 increments because they're more attainable as the trucks are getting lined up on the field. I corrected myself before you got a chance, Ricky, so that's not a coin in the jar, although I'm not gonna make you pay any. Oh, that's the wrong. Off
It's
to a
okay,
blazing
I'm sure
start.
I'll do it like 15 times tonight, so
Well,
I'll probably cancel it all out.
You've gotten in the habit of going vehicle, 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 and I'm very proud of you for that.
You know what, Joe? I got to say trucks tonight, because you don't get much tougher than Texas, and this is a tough place. These are tough trucks doing tough stuff, and you got to say that they are tough trucks. Tough.
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 And that was a very tough sentence for you to get through, I could tell.
It was. It was.
But folks, can't thank you enough for tuning in tonight. We're hoping we bring you that good balance.
Drivers, start your engine.
There's the command. We're hoping we bring you that good balance of fun, but also seriousness, and bring these guys here that, you know, we want to be technical with you as much as we can.
Shark. Turn 2 here, so track, do a full pace lap, and then we're going to let them rip, let them roll. Open setup here tonight, so that's going to be an interesting thing to take into account, how these trucks handle over a long run.
"19 tough truckers here in the Bomb Squad Racing Truck Series for 134 laps around the Texas Motor Speedway. No limits, Texas. Everything's bigger in this state, and nonetheless, we are in Fort Worth at the Texas Motor Speedway for what promises to be a great night of racing action. Denny Daniels and Ricky J on row number 1. They're going to lead us to the green flag when that official pace truck, Ford pace truck, makes its way down pit road, like it will here in just a moment. Fans are on their feet in anticipation, waving their hats, and we get ready. Pace truck is off. Away we go. Green flag is out here in Texas.
They come flying off of turn 2 to come down the back straight. Okay, BSR Ricky J in that 193 made the smart decision, jumped right in line in front of the 029 to get that spot. Gonna hang around in the draft here. Denny, see if he tries to set him up for any kind of a pass. I think they're gonna come off in turn 4 here. Denny Daniels gonna hang on to the lead, but that 93 is hanging tough.
And Ricky J in that 93 Voiles trucking Ford has been on a roll as of late. Ricky, he has won our last 4 Bomb Squad Cup Series races that have been broadcast, of course, live here on JTN. I mean, there is nothing this man cannot do right now. He has to feel like Superman, and he's going to have to keep pushing that momentum, you would have to think.
Yeah, you know, it's just, you think it gets easier the more you win, but nah, it just makes you want more. You're always chasing it, always chasing the dragon there. And Ricky J, you know he wants to win this tonight. He's just on an absolute roll, like you said, and gonna be a fun night for that 93 team, I think.
Really single file throughout the field right now. Greg Lovell and Brian Lovell real close with each other.
Yeah, and I think right now these guys are just trying to get acclimated to the track. They're running very high speeds, but again, with open set, that's important to note. That's very important to note. That's where it's very high speed, a lot of drafting, pretty grippy, is that these guys are going to set these trucks up as loose as possible, because loose is fast. As everyone knows, loose is always fast. So these trucks are probably very much on a ragged edge of control those first few laps on cold tires, and then as soon as they start to rubber in, like you see right behind Ricky J here, these guys are starting to close together. Looks like they're about to get a little racy up here. I think these guys are going to start trying to take more daring moves as they get comfortable with their setups.
How do you make that balance though when you're setting up the truck originally? Like, right, a lot of it, I feel like a lot of these guys probably have something similar mechanically. So is it about tire pressures at that point, or is it more so what are you doing to make sure, as Ricky's going to go for a pass for the lead, he's looking to the inside of Denny Daniels? What are the differences that you see with these guys right now? Are you thinking it's more of a tire thing, or is it more of a mechanical thing?
I guess in mechanical, if you mean like mechanical grip, then I would say it's probably more than that. Obviously, I think these guys are all going to be very close on what they're running for tire pressures. I would think that's where the common thread's going to be. But from just a setup point, mechanical grip, some of these guys probably have that weight thrown way into the back. Some of them might have a ton of wedge taken out. Track bar up, track bar down, maybe on the left side to try to tighten or track bar up on the left side, I should say, try to shorten up the spread to help the car be a little more stable coming off the turn. There's a bunch of different things that you could be doing right now to get that truck to be fast. Aerodynamics too, depending on what these guys are running for spoiler angles.
Yeah,
further back though.
I was gonna say that
Silver Bullet is getting to the inside of Jimmy Dale. Sorry to cut you off.
Oh,
there,
you're good.
Joe.
Oh, he's all over the tailgate of that 33, but I think spoiler was always the first thing I wanted to do, especially with these trucks. I wanted to get that spoiler angle to be the lowest that I could, to where I can hang on to it, right?
37 washed way up the track. Ricky J getting a big run off turn 2. He's going to take the 029 to KJ with him.
I love it when I try to talk and then they start making passes. You got to love it.
Yeah, I was about to say, the 37 of Danny Daniels looked like he's kind of been tagging the apron just a hair every single time by when they get into turn 2, and then the truck just washes way up the track, and that was what was giving Ricky J those really good runs. And it looks like it finally caught him there. A little further back, 096 BSR Chevy Chase and 4 Silver Bullets side by side. Right behind them, 114, the 088 side by side.
Looks like Silver Bullet's starting to get his handle on that Crown Royal Chevrolet. Remember, kids, drink responsibly. 21 plus.
Greg Lovell in the 088 just touching the grass a little bit. You got to be careful about that. We've seen a few incidents happen here in Texas in some of these league races where guys get those left sides a little too close to that grass, and then it's just like ice down there, and the whole vehicle just kind of spins around. Couldn't whistle there.
I still heard it. I appreciated the effort, Ricky. Yeah, I mean, that's, again, there's so many more intricacies here at this track than I think people really give it credit for. Coming off of turn 2 is really tight, right? I don't think people realize how fast that wall comes at you there. You talk about the grass and the way the tri-oval is. I mean, we've seen guys in real life hit the grass. I think back to Dale Jr. in 2014, hitting the grass and bam, and just destroying the car, just dropping a wheel down in it. So, here we don't have that same effect. We have different grip levels, right? The track has a different grip level than the grass, and like you said, that difference, it's not necessarily that the grass is slicker, it's that the difference in grip causes the truck to kind of not work out right.
Yeah. Come off turn 2 here. Killjewel's getting some real good runs here. Going to look to the inside of Ricky J. Not going to have the run to do it, but he keeps getting some good runs there, primarily coming down the back straightaway. Kind of what Ricky J was doing to 37 earlier. You see it again, this 029 Wrangler machine. She's getting a little bit lower than a 93 in the turns. Looks like he's getting the nose of that Silverado just out in a little bit of clean air there to help his rotation.
And is clean air versus dirty air, is that as big of an issue with the trucks?
Not a whole ton, since you're wide open around here no matter what, but it's I almost don't want to say it's dirty air in the way that you think, that the vehicle's just getting tight. It's like you're getting pulled around by the draft, so there's that extra, I don't know how to explain it. It's almost like a rope's like pulling you through the turns when you're in the draft, and you break a merchant. NR, it almost is like ropes pulling you through the turn. So when you're drafting someone, you go into the turn, it feels like as you're slowing down, there's some kind of outside forces making you go faster than you're anticipating, and then the tires kind of get away from it, and that's what makes you tight. But it doesn't necessarily...
Yeah. I get what you're saying, because like in real, right?
It's not necessarily that you're losing the downforce, because it feels different than that. It's that it quite literally feels like something is propelling you a little bit faster in the turns than had been previously by, like, just a truck rolling into the corner by itself, no one around you.
It's almost, it's different, right? Because when you're talking about dirty air, in regards to like the NASCAR Cup Series, Truck Series, Xfinity Series, what you're really talking about is the pressure, right?
Yeah.
The leading car creates an area of low pressure behind the car up in front.
Truck.
Or truck in this case. But I was talking about, I said Cup Series, Ricky, so doesn't count. Down the straightaways, that's advantageous, right? Because there's less air resistance that the car has to work off of. It gets that slipstream. But in the corners, losing all that pressure on the nose really upsets the vehicle. You lose that downforce. So here, you don't have that same effect. You don't have that... It's not an aero thing, right? It feels more like a mechanical thing, because it feels like it's more underneath you than on top of you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I would say so. It feels like you get a little extra acceleration in the turns, and then that's what's hindering you. And a little further back here, Chevy Chase and Nelly have a very close moment going into turn 1. I'll get past it, but here comes a 4 Silver Bullet trying to get to the inside of that 096.
Yeah, Nelly...
I don't know if that's Chevy Tahoe or an Avalanche, but that's not...
It's not Silverado.
Not Silverado, obviously, but it's one or the other.
Nelly looked like...
Oh, got caution out.
Nelly tagged the wall. There. Let's see. Looks like Monty Keller's slow on the back straightaway. I wonder if this might be an engine failure.
Thinking you're right, Joe. Yep, grenades it coming down into turn 1.
You see it? There you see the puff of smoke. Gets down on the apron. Make the cleanup a little bit easier on our AMR safety team. Or is it TWB safety team?
One or the other.
We'll have to talk to Tommy about that. But just your classic random engine failure. Just you gotta love probability when it bites you.
Yep. Well, 20 fortunate for the 028 truck. Kind of. Is it ironic that the fire alarm truck is the one smoking?
In a way. I'm not sure, because we use irony as like a society in the wrong way. So like I've forgotten what you know what I mean, from grade school.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Sure, it's ironic, and that's just a tough break for Monty Keller in that 028 Fire Alarm Services Silverado. Saw a big moment there. Terry Scott thought he was behind Keith MC, old Mac Daddy, in that 28. He's actually in front of him, so he had to serpentine his way around. Denny Daniels having issues with that first pit box, it looks like. I don't think he's even been serviced yet, so he is going to have a huge loss of track position. That GMS Fabrication Chevrolet. That's a good-looking truck, though. But he will definitely have to come back down pit road here. Get 4 fresh Goodyear Wranglers. Speaking of Wrangler, guy out in the lead now. It's the 029 Wrangler Chevrolet. Real comfortable jeans, Ricky. And KJ is going to try to get real comfortable with the lead here tonight. We saw him really fast at Dover last month here in the trucks. And, man, oh man, oh man. KJ has these trucks figured out, more than I think he'll give himself credit for. But that's how these race car drivers are, right? These guys here, they're a little more humble than your Kyle Bushes of the world and your Noah Gregsons, and I'm trying to think who else.
Your
Martin Truex's, maybe.
Boston Reeds.
Hey, look, it's Steve Rubino. Steve, welcome. And remember, folks, we'll be back with Hobo Racing next Tuesday, where you'll see Steve hopefully take it to victory lane. I know he'll say that's the dream, but reminding you to make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Can't thank you enough for that. Make sure you hit it.
Don't hit it too hard. You don't want to break your computer.
Right. Don't actually hit the computer screen. But like, you can kind of caress
hit your
it.
own thumb.
Right. Yeah. That. Ooh, hammer. Oof.
Ooh.
Ouchie. Have you ever hammered your thumb? Or a finger?
I'm trying to think. Maybe not, but I have definitely gotten my fingers slammed in a door right on that line of breaking your fingers, but not actually breaking your fingers. Family-friendly entertainment here at JTN.
Yep. We're not encouraging you to break your fingers, by the way, because you shouldn't do that.
No, don't break your fingers.
Don't break your fingers.
Don't slam your hand at the door. Be a better person than me. Don't slam your hand in the car door.
Have you done that?
Yes, very many times.
Do you still have like the underneath your nails?
No, I just in my youth I had a lot of
bad moments with cars.
Bad moments with car doors, or with siblings slamming actual doors on my hands.
Yeah. That's
Such
unfortunate.
is life.
That's unfortunate. Be a good sibling out there, folks. Steve, we're hoping you're having a good night, buddy, and we can't wait to be back with you Tuesday night here
Well,
at
you know,
Texas.
6-year-olds all have fun.
Well, you know, 6-year-olds only know how to only think pain's funny.
Only slam each other's hands in the door.
Oh, you know, they're just kids.
You know.
Well, you know.
All right.
KJ's going to start up front on the outside, so we picked that lane. I have a feeling there's probably a deal in the works with Ricky J in that 193. That's old Mac Daddy and Terry Scott on row number 2. Keith MC and Terry Scott. Chevy Chase and Greg Lovell, row 3. Row 4, Silver Bullet. And Brian Lovell, Nelly, and Danny Hardy. And the Hardys, 0-3 there, rounding out your top 10. Rain Fade, RJ Rusty, Jimmy Dale, Denny Daniels, Wings, Magoo, Eli, and Furco. And I named them all without looking at my cheat sheet. I had to say that out loud, so when I go back and watch this, Ricky, I remember that at one point I could name everybody without looking at a cheat sheet, because I'm sure like in a week or so I'll probably forget them all, and we'll be back to looking like very unprofessional broadcasters. But such is life. As we're getting ready to go back, green flag race and coming to lap number 22. Ford Pace truck is off. That's a Ranger, right? Or is it F-Series?
No, it's F-150.
It's F-150.
That's an F-150,
Well,
yeah.
F-150 goes down pit road to make way for a Silverado. Green flag once again here at Texas.
Big checkup here. 28 Keith MC couldn't get going there. I don't know if he spun the tires or missed a shift, but huge log jam on that low line.
And we're kind of...
28's on the apron, and he keeps it steady.
Oh,
He's loose.
The round on the apron goes Keith MC. Down and out of the way, but we're under yellow for the second time tonight. See if anything else happened. It does not appear so. So caution number 2 for the 28. Let's get you that replay. There's the replay going down in turns 1 and 2. Brian Lovell, okay. So that's not on Brian, but did you see how when he pulled down in front of Keith's truck just all of a sudden lost a bunch on the nose?
Yeah.
Bada bing, bada boom. That's what dirty air will do to you if you're not careful. Steve writing in, oh, Keith. You know, old Mac Daddy is putting that, setting that truck up pretty loose here tonight.
Oh, Joe, I'm trying to look back at this restart. I can't really figure out what happened with the 28 truck there.
Was he sleeping, maybe?
I don't know, because it sounded like he was rolling, like there was throttle there, but he just didn't get going the rest of the field. He was in gear. It didn't look like he lost a gear.
Let's see. Let's get a so replay of that here on your screen now. It looks like I don't know what happened there. But man, oh man, things are getting spicy in Texas.
Yeah. Look down pit road here. Denny Daniels, Ricky J, Terry Scott, Keith MC, obviously, Nelly, and Brain Fade all coming down. Not even a lap on those tires. Do you think they're trying to do some, just trying to top off on fuel to see if they can do anything with some strategy?
No, not really. I mean, a lap. I think it's more so just trying to, you know, maybe get back to the back or get out of harm's way. It can't... Puzzling. That's what I am. I am puzzled. They're both sitting there at pit road. This is very awkward between these two fools. Are you noticing that tension down there at the end of pit road?
Very tense.
Okay, so Keith missed second and third and went right to fourth. What we're getting. What we're hearing. So, yikes.
I'll definitely do it, I'll say. But on the bright side, he didn't blow out his transmission, so he's all good to roll.
Hey, there's always a bright side. See Allie tuning in, welcome, and can't wait to see you out there on track tomorrow night, it sounds like. Get some good testing in. Because you're gonna need it. These boys here at Bomb Squad, they are quick. They are quick, for sure. Kathy says she doesn't know, but that's what it looked like. Kathy, you're the one that writes the rules for us, so if that's what you said, if that's what you think happened, that's what we're gonna go with. Yeah, y'all are paying the bills around here, not us. Who are we to say? No, but I think that's a very likely scenario. I saw wheel spin as well. I mean, that could have been it, but a lot of times where you have wheel spin, you're gonna see that truck kick around a little bit.
Yeah, I gotta see a little bit of a bobble. There's gonna be some indication that's getting loose there. I just didn't see that. It just...
I wonder too if maybe he was like up in third for that restart or something like that too.
Possibly. You never know.
As long as you got notes, Allie. As long as you got notes, but folks, we're going back green next time after that quick yellow, courtesy of old Mac Daddy Keith MC. Thank you, brother, for that one. KJ going to start out front with Greg Lovell there in second. Ryan Lovell and Danny Hardy make up row number 2. Row 3, Silver Bullet and RJ Rusty. Eli there to the inside of Jimmy Dale on row number 4. And then rounding out your top 10, Terry Scott and Nelly. Rain Fade, and then Keith MC. There's Denny Daniels, Wings, Furco, Chevy Chase, Magoo, and Ricky J catching back up to the field. I think he should be in front of those guys that just pit. Although he might be a lap down now, because he was parked on pit road for a while.
I think he is on the lead lap, yes, okay. Joe, and the 028 of Keith MC is off track.
What?
Or no, that's Monte Carlo. My apologies.
Yeah. You silly Billy.
I saw 028. I thought that was Keith. He's 28. My bad.
Right.
Whoopsies. All right. Keith MC still on track.
Whoopsies. That was pretty good.
All right, bring us back here because I'm
wrangling you back in at home, folks. Getting ready to go back. Green flag racing. Pace truck makes that hard left turn down the pit lane once again. KJ with control here on the restart. He waits. Green flag once again here from Texas.
He gets a good start here. We'll see what Greg Lovell can do if he can stay side by side with him. Looks like the 029 is going to pull ahead here, assume the lead.
Lovell on the apron, 2 tires. Brian behind him also on the apron.
You can tell that truck's loose.
And will that condition go away?
It will when those tires warm up, but man, it's scary for those first few laps.
Silver Bullet does the same thing down in 3 and 4, clipping that apron just a little bit. Don't want to do that. Apron is lava.
Lava. Look at this right now. 03, Danny Hardy holding out in 4th here. Riding around behind the 43 truck. Kind of shuffled around on those pit stops. Got himself in a good position there in that Hardy's machine.
That's a fitting sponsorship, isn't it?
Yeah. Very fitting.
Further on back, Jimmy Dale trying to make his way around RJ Rusty, not able to do so down into turns 1 and 2. Keith MC coming on the bottom, trying to get around that 33 now, coming down the front straightaway. Battle for the lead, though, is on. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I was just going to say the same thing. 088 got underneath the 029. Wonder if there was something that happened with KJ there. Looks like he caught the wall, Joe, coming off of turn 4.
I'm telling you, this track is a lot more narrow than people give it credit for. Brian Lovell up to second, but not for long, as here comes Danny Hardy for that position.
Danny Hardy's going to get on by the 43. We'll see if KJ can kind of stem the bleeding here. Looks like it was a momentary lapse there, just caught the wall. Didn't seem like the truck was getting tight or anything, but it's looking fine right now. It does have some damage on it, so I'll have to keep an eye out on see if that does anything to that 029. But look at this, Danny Hardy getting to the inside the 088. He's gonna be side by side coming down the back straightaway here should be able to throw it deep into turn 3 and take that lead.
Danny Hardy to the point for the first time tonight, makes the pass on Greg Lovell for the lead. Brian Lovell follows him through for second.
That's what I was talking about. These guys are starting to get used to these trucks now. They're getting a lot more racy than we'd seen the last run. Right now, KJ is making a charge back to the inside of the 088. Gosh, you can see how close they have to get together coming off of turn 2 there. The 088 of Lovell has to really make sure that he doesn't hit that outside wall because the truck gets so tight right there.
Brian Lovell's still trying to hunt the lead. He's down into the inside of Danny Hardy. Gets there, coming through the second dog leg in the tri-oval. 043-03, side by side. Get rid of the zeros. Those are the two most iconic numbers in the sport. And Brian Lovell doesn't get clear there. He's still not clear going down the back straightaway.
Yeah, and I think what Danny Hardy tried to do there, I think he was kind of anticipating the 43 getting further ahead so they could dive down the track and sort of diamond the turn. Didn't really pan out that way, but 43's going to take the lead here. He's going to fall back right in line if the 4 of Silver Bullet doesn't have anything to say about that.
Silver Bullet now hunting to the inside of that 03 of Danny Hardy, trying to find a way around that Hardy's Chevrolet. Chevy, Toyota, Chevy, your top 5. Further on back, Terry Scott to the inside of KJ. This for the 6th position. Gonna get that done. So KJ falling back. Is there more damage on that 029 than what we can see?
Possibly. See RJ Rusty and Keith MC side by side here, both trying to make their way up. Keith MC trying to get down, I think. He's just kind of stuck in that eye line a little further back. Brain Fade in the 49, similar story. A little bit of transponder issues on that 28 for a brief moment there. Got to duck in and get past the 2 for that spot.
That transponder issue might have helped him because old Rusty there in that 2 might have thought, maybe I'm not going to keep racing this guy if he's having those issues.
A lot of Chevys out here tonight up front. The Chevys are at the levee, and the levee is not dry. Nothing? All right.
Sorry, I was just Ricky.
Little leads.
Bye, Miss American Pie.
I like volleyed that up in the air for you. But right now, Brian Lovell's not getting away from Danny Hardy. Hardy wants that lead back. He's got the nose to the inside of that 043. Is side by side to turn 1. Danny's got a really good run.
Close.
Really close. The 03's like a lane up the track from that apron. Don't really want to be further up the track than that, but he's got the lead. .43 a level starting to drop back here, kind of getting strung out in that eye line. Really needs a gap to be able to jump in. I don't know if he's going to get it. It looks like not. 66 of Terry Scott gets the inside of him. Further back, 33 and 93, 193 having a really tough battle here for that 12th position. Jimmy Dale and Ricky J. Ricky J kind of in the back after that round of pit stops. Trying to make his way back up, so kind of stuck outside of the top 10 here.
Now that Brian Lovell battling right now to get back down in line. Not clear yet of the 2 of Rusty now slots in there. Jimmy Dale, he's protecting that bottom right now from Ricky J. And he's also got Denny Daniels back there. We know those 2, they started 1-2 on the night.
You know, Joe, I think we get a look at 114 Toyota Tundra here. The only non-Chevy in this little 4-truck shuffle. I mean, now there's a Toyota in the top 5, so I can't say the only Toyota in the top 5, but making a hard charge this run. This position after position. Now he's sizing up the 4 BSR Silver Bullet for the 2nd spot.
And how fitting, as Texas is the home of the largest Toyota Tundra plant in the world, I do believe. I have a feeling those Toyota boys probably want to do good here.
I would imagine so.
I think Toyota probably wants to do good everywhere. I think Chevrolet wants to do good everywhere. Especially here tonight with the trucks. Obviously, state of Texas is kind of known for its truck culture. I don't know if that's a stereotype about Texas, but you know, everything's bigger in Texas, just like the lifted trucks. These ones, though, you want them smacked down on the ground.
Speaking of smack down on the ground, that 114, I'm noticing that really holding that white line really well in the turns. I think that's probably a big part of what getting him the speed here. So he seems to, 1 and 2, he's not doing it as much, but 3 and 4, he's getting it all the way down on that paint. A little further back, Killjules gets caught up high in the 28 to Keith MC. This 28 truck has been charging his way up through the field since that last caution, and he's about to take the 6th position.
And there's a little side bet there between those two teammates. Whichever one of them finishes better, the other owes that one a case of beer. So just a little side bet there between two buddies on the same race team. Now I wonder how big the case is, you know, and if it's going to be, you know, the luxury brand or maybe, you know, the cheap stuff. I don't know. Not saying there's a way to get out of it a little cheaper, but you know, Ricky knows.
Yeah, I know.
What is it they say? You start with Natty, you graduate to Miller or something by the end of college?
Something like that. I just cut through all of that.
I just didn't do it.
I just drank Bud Lights the whole time. I don't know.
Brian Lovell now the inside of KJ. Remember, folks, drink responsibly, especially alcohol is only for 21 and over. No, I was just saying, the folks at home.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
Further back here, 66, 088. Terry Scott gets to the inside of Greg Lovell. That 088's been fast all night. The 66 Toyota is making a big case for himself right now.
Jagermeister and Sony on that 66 truck.
Yeah, you know, when you like to party, but you also like to...
edit videos of the party.
Take artsy photographs. But Keith FC gets to the inside of the 088. We'll see if the 043... But if we have a level-on-level battle here, or if the 043 will cut him some slack, looks like he will, and the 088 will fall into line, but loses 2 positions here, puts Keith MC into the top 5.
Side by side, further on back, Brian Lowe with the inside of KJ. They're still battling for this position. Like KJ is going to be able to clear him down into 3 and 4. And then behind them, now teammates, the 2 and the 103 battling.
114's getting to the inside of the 4 truck up here. He's got Terry Scott giving him a big push into turn 1. We'll see if he can get that Toyota Tundra on past Silver Bullet here. He's got about 3/4 of the way. He is down on the paint, and look at him go. Just holding that low line like it owes him money.
Eli in that 114 Tundra doing a great job, and now he's clear for second.
Second, a little bit further up the track that I think he wants to be. It's going to give Terry Scott an opportunity to get to the inside. 66 is in the grass, but he hangs on to it. He's still coming, Joe.
Is that the pass in the grass, Ricky?
That's a setup in the grass. I guess it's not in the grass, but he set up the pass in the grass, so there you go. But
well, the pass in the grass wasn't a pass, so...
Eli's got to be careful.
Oh, big block!
Big block! You know, now at 114, now it's looking like he's starting to tighten up here. You can tell he was definitely washing up that time. I thought he just might have missed the turn last time by, but I'm noticing a trend now. Seems like it's not getting 3 and 4 the way it was earlier. Let's go with the 28 and the 029 on by. Joe, we got to keep an eye out for old Mac Daddy in this 28 truck. He's about to come take the lead.
Hey, Keith is burning up the field right now. Has gone from worst to third, trying to get from worst to first in that 28. And I believe in the group forums and chats and whatnot, he was very confident coming into Texas here tonight.
Yo, a little further back here. Bro, about Brian Lovell on back, it is just a hornet's nest. Look at this. Nelly, the 4 of Silver Bullet side by side. Ricky J's trying to get in there. Branch Shades up high. The 37 looking all around the track. 096 is back here. 2 wide, 2 wide, 2 wide. The 2. And I think the 19 of Furco just caught the wall. These guys are just a big old wad.
Big old wad.
Oh, the 03 Danny Hardy gets really tight. He hits the outside wall. That's going to let Terry Scott get a huge run. They are side by side by side. They got to be careful.
Baby.
Keep them in the middle. He threads the needle down the center to take that second spot. What a move by Keith MC, that 28 truck.
Getting a little aggressive there in that Haviland Ford there. Now running in second.
I don't think it was that necessarily they had to get aggressive, Joe. I think he was just trying to not run into the back of the 03. It's like it's either slam on the brakes or cut through the middle. If you slam on the brakes, you're going to let everyone log jam behind you. But put Keith MC up to the point leading this lap.
Now KJ tried to get it done on the outside.
Keeping out this 029. KJ's been a really good truck. Look at this run on the high line.
Oh my
We
goodness.
haven't seen anyone pull that off tonight. He's going to power on by the 28, and he makes the pass. A little further back, they're almost 3 wide back here. Brian Lovell looking around all over the place on the 088, couldn't get anything. Danny Hardy sucking that outside.
Now Greg Lovell to the inside of Hardy there. That's the battle for third. Down into 1 and 2. And when that inside line washes up to the top of that darker groove, that really hurts the outside line. We saw what KJ was able to do. He was really hugging Keith in that 28 truck when he made the pass for the lead. When the guy at the bottom forces that outside guy up above the dark gray, there's not as much grip up there. The truck just doesn't hook up right.
Yeah, it's a tough place to be. It's really easy to get messed up if you move too high up in the turn. It's beneficial for the guys down low because it means you know how to mess with these guys a little bit, but at the same time, you really don't want to deviate up from that white line. So it's kind of, I guess that's the penalty for moving up the track to mess with that high line. But man, you always said this was going to be like pack racing. Look at these guys, like nose to tail, the nose to tail, the nose to tail, the door to door. Just all over the place here.
Who said Texas is a bad track?
No limits at Texas. Tough trucks doing tough stuff here tonight. And we got truck in the grass and around us a 19 of Furco right in front of the 33. It looks like they're going to get them by.
Caution is out.
Caution.
And we were coming up on the end of the fuel run, so probably a couple folks breathing a sigh of relief not having to come down and make green flag pit stops. Get your replay.
Well, Joe, looks like some tight racing back here too. BSR Furco gets a great run off of turn 4, racing the 2 of RJ Rusty, and then 114 Eli doesn't hit the outside wall, but he gets very tight. The 2 has to check up, and it seems like the 19 catches the grass.
Yeah. He never even touched anybody.
Yeah, he just caught the grass, and that was what I was talking about. You stick those left sides in there for too long, and it just goes around on you. But not a super hard hit that he took to the outside wall, so I think Furco's going to live to die another day here.
Yeah, and it's to the back of the truck, right? It's that back driver's side corner, so didn't really hit it with the front. That's what we're always worried about is engine damage, right? Yeah. That's where it's really going to hurt you with these trucks. But because you're already limited on the horsepower, now you're taking some of it away. Coming down pit road this time, it's well, it's a man dash to get down pit road. Everybody coming. Like Brain Fade gonna stay out, lead a lap. Wing's gonna do the same. Put all of our leaders down on the pit lane. I've noticed, too, Ricky, these pit boxes, they're a little tighter than they do appear.
Yeah, they seem a little intimate down here in Texas.
I thought everything was bigger in Texas.
Everything except the pit boxes, apparently.
Race off pit road, those guys at the front, big advantage with those stalls. Looked like they were all inside the top 5, even though some of them were outside of the top 5 when we came down pit road. Good stops for the 37, the 93, 029 though off of pit lane first, so he should take the lead when these 2 that stayed out decide to come on down, because they're going to need those tires, and they're definitely going to need some Sunoco Racing fuel. Well, let's try to sell you some stuff at home if you're watching. Can't thank you enough. As always, head on over to the JTN merch store. We got a bunch of great merch coming at you, including our JTN logo merch on hoodies, t-shirts, coffee mugs, and stickers. You can't go wrong with any of those on our JTN merch store, linked in the description below. Our JTN logo merch. It's the classic. It's the cheapest, too. You know, if you're trying to ball on a budget, because that merch is straight fire. But did I get enough of the hip phrases in there, Ricky.
I think so.
Jeez, but that merch, it looks good, folks. Great print quality, and you're not gonna want to be without it here throughout the summer. Those t-shirts especially. Heck, maybe keep your eyes peeled to our socials. Maybe we'll run a hoodie sale since it's the summer, and you don't need a hoodie right now necessarily. Maybe in the morning, but nevertheless, JTN logo merch available on the JTN merch store, along with a bunch of other great options. We got our driver merch. Added Matthew Steelman to that line this week, so great looking Tony the Tiger replica Terry Labonte car that Steelman drives in the USORL Cup Series. And we're always looking to do more driver merch for different drivers in different leagues, so if those guys want to talk with us, we'd always love to work on some cool new designs to offer to you, the fans, and of course the drivers in our wonderful leagues like these boys here tonight in the Bomb Squad Racing League. All right, Ricky. Another thing. We told you at the start. It's like all Texas here on JTN. There's your upcoming races presented by our friends at TWB Technologies. Together, we are better. Bomb Squad Cup Series from Texas tomorrow night, 9:05, same start time as tonight. Then Xfinity Friday night. Ricky will be in the booth for both of those for sure. He has guaranteed me. 9:05 p.m. Eastern on Friday night as well. Then Saturday, the USORL Cup Series here at Texas, 10:40 p.m. Eastern time, their standard start time. Maverick Cup Series action debuting here on JTN from Sears Point. 8:30 p.m. on Monday, June 14th. And then June 15th, which is Tuesday, the Hobo Racing Cup Series returns to JTN here at Texas, 8:50 p.m. Eastern time. So hopefully the All-Star race doesn't sour your taste for the Texas Motor Speedway Sunday night. And you'll keep joining us here next week when we're doing some more Texas here on JTN. Again, folks, can't thank you enough for tuning in as always. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Because maybe, hopefully you're stumbling across us, you know? That's the big hope, that YouTube does us a solid. But, Ricky, sometimes they just don't.
Yeah, they really don't sometimes. I don't... we ask them nicely, we say please and thank you, and they don't do us a solid.
They're like, get 1,000 scrubs, bub. Subs, bub. Oh, golly gee. Get 1,000 subs, scrub, is what they say. But a guy that's not a scrub here tonight, it's KJ in that 029. Back on the point for this restart then. Greg Lovell there on the bottom in row 2. Row 3 is Nelly and Denny Daniels. Ricky J, Chevy Chase, Danny Hardy, Silver Bullet, Jimmy Dale, and RJ Rusty rounding out your top 10 here on the restart. Pace truck is off. And we get ready to go back. Green flag racing. Wait for it to drop. There it is. Green flag once again here from Texas.
Why not a Killjoy's got the lead here. Gonna pull it from the 088 and gonna take away with this lead again. Unless he tightens up here, which it doesn't look like he can get down the track.
Someone on the apron out back. Caution is out.
174 truck.
Oh, big crash at the back. Chevy Chase up and over.
Oh no. 33, the 03, Danny Hardy.
Looks like it was Eli that spun through turn 2. Let's get you a look at that real quick first. Looks like this 114 truck's just going to get loose behind the 144 of Magoo. Gets down on the apron, trying to hold it down there, then just not able to do so, comes back up the track. So that's what the caution is for originally. Then there's this wad. Up and over.
Trying to figure out, Joe, if this was after the caution.
I think it was. The caution was already out when this is happening. But this is watch Denny Daniels here off of 2. I mean,
it might be.
He got loose.
Right?
Yeah,
that was right when the caution came out. The caution came out right before Daniels and the 37 did that. So I don't know if the truck got loose or if he let off the gas and it did that, or if it was because he was trying to keep off the wall. But this big wiggle here, can't really, bounces off the wall, catches a 96 and sends the 03 along with him. And very unfortunate for these guys, especially that 096 truck.
On board with Brain Fade coming off of turn 2 here. There you see the incident up ahead. He's gonna get tagged here by Danny. Nowhere to go. Big loser, though, here is Chevy Chase in this 096. Looks like a lot of guys, though, taking advantage, coming back down pit lane. Silverbolt staying out, Ricky.
Yeah, looks like it. We'll see if he comes back down. Might be just out there trying to get a lap lead.
Real quick congratulations to the New York Islanders for closing out their second round series against the Boston Bruins. Hopefully you weren't watching us and not watching that.
Oh, he's gonna stay out here.
Dun dun dun.
Dun 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 dun.
Dun dun dun. Dun 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 dun.
Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun dun. Have fun. Have fun.
Hey.
Have a good old time here.
That's what we do here on JTN. We always have fun. If we go back
This
green,
bring some. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
no,
Oh, I was just gonna say this is gonna be some interesting strategy with the 4 here. I think who didn't hit of that shuffle with the 4?
well, it's our top 4, I believe. So
Top 4, eh?
but the 088 was on the front row. I'm not sure, honestly. Best part is we can go back and check. We're not gonna do that though. I believe the top 4 stayed out, though. Or at least the top 4. I think the 088 and 144 might have taken fuel only. Just a quick splash and dash. Maybe the 028 did something similar because he gained some, but now the 144 coming down pit road. So I am unsure. Ricky.
I guess we'll just have to wait and see here. Get a pretty good view of it.
I mean, you
as soon
had
as
a
they get
corner
rolling.
on your tires. Not even, right?
Yeah.
I'm a big proponent of if those quick cautions come out, just stay out. Unless you're all the way at the back and no one else comes in front of you, then you pit. Be the contrarian. That's what I'm a proponent
I do like
of.
being the contrarian, I will say.
They always contradict me, so I'm not surprised.
Yeah, I love ruining your day. I love taking whatever joy you have in your life and just sort of like
Making
just
it
kind of
less.
smearing it between my fingers.
That all my life is to you, just some junk you smear.
Yes. No. Yes. No. Yes. Yes.
Hey, that's fair.
Around here, Silver Bullet gonna lead him back with BSR, Greg Lovell in the 088 truck, Kilojoules in the third spot, Keith I'm seeing 4th, and Nelly rounding out that top 5.
So, getting ready to go back. Green flag racing. Silver Bullet with control, Ricky. We're going to watch this one closely because now we got some different strategies up at the front, and KJ not with control here on the restart. Pace truck is off. We wait to get down as the restart zone. Flagman, green flag once again here at Texas.
Truck staying side by side. Oh, 28 hard into the outside wall, up into the... Looks like he's going again, but oh, there's sideways. Jimmy Dale going around. Oh, gets the 88. It's a big one. Oh no.
Absolute disaster for the 28.
Absolute melee back here on the back straightaway.
Well, let's see what happens with Keith first. He gets loose there into the corner. Hits the wall, hits the wall, stays up in the wall. Jimmy Dale checks up for the 66. 66 is kind of going around. He swerves, makes contact with Eli. Keith with nowhere to go. Furco nowhere to go. Wings nowhere to go. And just...
This all seems to settle after Keith hits the wall and everyone gets on by him. But it looks like the 66 gets loose in front of the 33. And I think the 33, Jimmy Dale might have been slowing up or maybe taking evasive maneuvers, thinking the 66 was going to
go around.
Spin. Yeah. Bounces off the 114 and sends that 33 right into Keith's path. Very unfortunate. These guys. That 28 truck, not 28, excuse me. That 28 truck's been fast all night, and that's going to set them back quite a bit.
There's always a lot of common themes with these wrecks, right? Common theme.
Everyone coming down pit road now.
Oh, you know. The common theme that we see a lot of times between almost every single wreck is two guys going for the same track space. And I think that's what we kind of saw there. They both saw the 66 kind of being a little wiggle wobble.
A little bit of a wiggle wobble, maybe a little bit of a weeble wobble, depending on how you look at it.
But yeah, I think that's the big thing.
Look at this mad dash off pit road. BSR Ricky J in the 90D, 043 Brian Lovell, Denny Daniels, BSR Chevy Chase, and Killjoules. Top 5 here coming off. 4 trucks not going to roll off 7th.
Oh, big loss of track position.
I gotta think, again, you were talking about it, these guys didn't really have any laps on these tires. Some of these guys just came down for fuel. Ricky J just stopped for a splash and then left.
I think that's the strategy right now. You want to try to gain track position on these runs with these quick cautions. And I think that's the easiest way. Because you know somebody's going to take tires. You just hope that they're in front of you, right? So, and we know the 93 is quick. So, you know. We know the 043 is quick. We know the 37 is quick. We haven't seen Chevy up front, and he was involved. He was flipped on the last caution, but you know, kind of working. Have you noticed we had cautions in pairs tonight?
Yeah, I've noticed that.
What's up with that?
What is up with that?
It wasn't a rhetorical question.
Is that? Oh, are you being serious? I thought that was rhetorical. I thought you were just making a joke. Like,
what am I just a joke to you, Ricky?
Yes.
Is that it?
Yes.
Oh,
absolutely.
Here, remember, check out Oops All Crashes on JTN.
Is that it? Just Oops All Crashes on JTN?
Yep, go check it out now.
Just go check it out.
You can watch it now.
Speaking of Oops All Crashes on JTN. Which is a quality time. It is a lot of fun. I am involved in it because I'm not good at driving. That's my endorsement.
That's a good endorsement.
Thank you. I was up all night thinking about that one.
Screaming endorsement from old Ricky Collette.
Always screaming, always endorsing. That's what I always say. Waiting for the one to go. There it is.
So Magoo.
BSR Magoo, yeah.
Magoo with control here. All the cards are in his hands.
All the cards are in his hands here.
So Magoo with control, Ricky J there on the outside, Brian Lovell and Denny Daniels row 2, Chevy Chase and Kilojoules, Silver Bullet and Greg Lovell, Nelly and RJ Rusty, Terry Scott Brain Fade, Wings, Keith MC, Eli and Danny Hardy, and Jimmy Dale and Furco making up your last row. Only one retiree so far tonight, the 028 of Monty Keller after an engine explosion in the first 20 laps of the race. Well, they're going to have to dig themselves out of a hole if they want to run for this Texas Triple Challenge trophy.
They will, but we'll have to wait until tomorrow to see how they do that.
Gotta get a win. Gotta get a W.
Gotta get that big old W. Put it up on a big old board.
But getting ready to go back, Green Flag Racing. Pace truck gonna make that hard left turn down the pit lane. Fans are on their feet all the way around this track, ready to see us go back. Green Flag Racing. Magoo with control. And back away we go. Green Flag once again here from Texas.
Yes, our Ricky J just gets a slight edge here as they hit that restart box. Let's see if Magoo can gain him back on the low line here in turn 1.
Ooh, Magoo is loose.
KJ gets up really close to the wall. Magoo very loose, hangs onto it on the apron.
Oh, chuck around. RJ Rusty, Wings, Keith MC, Brain Fade. Danny Hardy hard in the inside wall.
Oh no.
6, 7, 8 trucks involved in this one.
Absolute parking lot out there.
Do you want to say it?
Have you ever?
I was going to say, what do cautions do?
Oh, what do cautions do?
Read cautions.
No, I've never.
Here's the replay. RJ Rusty, something happens there off the quarter. Just trucks everywhere.
There's a whole heap of trucks here. Looks like Joe, honestly, it looks like he gets really tight. He's trying to put wheel into it to keep it off the wall. Sometimes you actually make yourself loose doing that. You put way too much wheel into it, and money in the jar. As the truck lightens up, you don't need to have all that wheel cranked into it, so it just over rotates. It's really hard to deal with. It's a really nasty condition to have when the truck's tight and it does stuff like that. But it seems like the two just spun around, trying to keep it off the wall there. A lot of trucks have to come down to get repairs. We'll see. Magoo's going to come down, I think. Yes, Magoo's going to come down. KJ's going to come down. And a lot of these guys that were probably going to need repairs in one way or another. Joe, this is quite crazy, wouldn't you say?
A little bit. It's a little wild.
A little bit.
We're in the wild, wild west.
In the wild, wild west.
Honestly, they should just add Texas to the West Coast swing.
Was that, I guess, does it count?
I think so. West of the Mississippi.
West of the Mississippi. Actually, you are right. That is west of the Mississippi. So, I guess that would be the west. I think. Someone correct us. Anyone?
I don't think so.
Beep boop 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 boop. Nope. Okay. Texas is the west. Now we've said it. It's the wild, wild west here in Texas. And Texas is in the west. Where are we? The west.
Wild, wild west. West, as the kids would say.
As the kids would say, as everyone would say right now, west. Ricky J going to be leading them back here when we get this restart. But man, what a big heap of trucks there. A lot of these guys getting repairs, but some of them are still hurt. And Brain Fade the 49, the whole rear end on that Dodge Ram is just gone. I don't think that's going to be hard to deal with. But the 03 out, the 31 is out. That's very unfortunate for those two. Danny Hardy was very fast tonight in the tough end for that 03 truck.
A tough out, but you got to keep chugging along here. But we still have, what, 16 trucks on the track right now, so still a good number of fellas. Ricky J doing a good job bringing those Voiles Trucking logos to the front. And speaking of Voiles Trucking, another one of our great partners here on JTN. You know them, you love them. They're Circle B Diecast and Plan B Sales. Use that code JTN at checkout for free shipping on your order of $20 or more. CircleBDiecast.com has you covered. And not only diecast, but racing t-shirts, hats, and more. Head on over to CircleBDiecast.com to peruse their entire selection of diecast vehicles currently available, as well as pre-orders. I actually have a couple cars on pre-order. I should be getting my Chase Briscoe High Point 2021 164 in. You know there'll be a review coming up here on JTN in a bit. So make sure you keep your eyes peeled for that. And but again, Circle B Diecast, I can't say it enough. They are your one-stop shop. They are the best place to get all your diecast from. They're always great. You don't have to pay on pre-orders till they ship. And let me tell you, they're the great group of people, veteran-owned business and all. So, again, that's code JTN at checkout on your order over $20, and you'll receive free shipping. So that'll knock probably $5, $10, $15 off your order. Courtesy of our friends at Circle B Diecast when you use that code JTN. You also help support us on JTN. I think I forget to mention that. You know, people use that code, you help support us.
Nope.
Well, like you said, Ricky J gonna lead us back. Denny Daniels, Brian Lovell, Chevy Chase, Silver Bullet, Greg Lovell, Nelly Magoo, KJ and Furco, your top 10.
I out here see if Ricky J can hang on to this fast truck all night. Just kind of lost the lead for a bit there on some of that pit strategy. Now he's back up in the front, and he's going to be able to dictate the race here. Denny Daniels, very similar story. These guys started on the front row, kind of got mired back in traffic, and now they're back up front. Started from the bottom, now they are here.
Started from the top, and now they're in the bottom.
Oh.
Yeah. Unfortunate. But getting ready to go back green flag racing. That's very fortunate. There we go. Green flag once again here from Texas. And a great jump by Ricky J.
Yeah, really good jump here. He's got to cut through the grass. You can see it back there. Brian Lovell to the inside of Denny Daniels. We'll see if Daniels can power on by, but the 43 right down the paint. Denny
big
Daniels
loose.
gets a big wiggle.
It's going to be loose off the corner. Gets off the gas. Saves it.
We got to check up big time for him, but they all make it off the turn, so there's one turn down. 2 turns down, I should say.
Let's get the other two. And Terry Scott on the apron coming up the track. All right, we're good.
And they're good.
We did it.
The tires are warmed up. We're good to roll. Ricky J diving it in deep there, but you see doesn't want to stick on the paint totally. Kind of come up the track a little bit. 43 even higher up the track right behind him. That's letting Silver Bullet and the 4 get to the inside of him.
Big run for that Crown Royal Chevrolet. He's going to get to the bottom and get a push from Greg Lovell. Move Silver Bullet up to second and Greg Lovell to third.
And Brian Lovell's going to try to drop in line right over here, I think, to keep Chevy Chase from making a pass on him. But Ricky J's going to be a little careful here. That 4 is tracking him down quick. You see the 93 gives a big bobble there. Going off the turn. It's the force to the inside, and here comes the 088 with him.
So moves Silver Bullet back to the lead here tonight at Texas. He's going to take Greg Lovell with him. Brian Lovell coming on through. He'll move up to third. Ricky J falling back.
Yo, we had a lot of lead changes. It feels like we've had a lot of lead changes.
We have. This has been probably one of our most competitive races here. And folks at home, you're not missing a second of it here on JTN. Commercial-free, wide-open coverage of the Box Squad Racing Truck Series as there's a pass for the lead.
Greg Lovell gets to the inside and gets on by. Here comes a tale of 2 levels once again. Brian and Greg leading the field here. See if the 043 can hang on to that second position. You can see Ricky J is just as close to that bumper as he can get on that Chevy Silverado.
Got it all over the tailgate of that 043. Ricky J now up to third. Going to try to take Chevy Chase with him on the bottom. As Brian's going to the bottom.
Yeah, right down to the inside in the 088. He's going to have the preferred line here. We'll see how well Greg can hang on. But you can just see, he can't. He just can't up there in 3 and 4. Put Brian Lovell in the 043 on point.
How quick before we start low lining?
A bit, maybe. I don't know. I don't know how well you can actually do it.
Caution is
while
out.
we're talking about that. Oh, yeah. Oh, 114, the 19, it looks like.
See what happened here. Hey, Darren, what's up?
Hi, Darren.
Darren Ingram, driver with number 23 in the USORL Cup Series, competing for a championship. Hopefully. In a couple weeks.
Hey, these guys started to log jam up here. C 28 was the last one in line. Looks like they checked up a little bit, maybe, or 114 maybe came in with a little more heat than he thought he needed and just got into the back 28 a little bit, sent him around.
4 trucks involved in this one, 1933, 49, and 114. Kathy, stay safe. Tornado warning there. Stay safe.
Well, back on pit road these guys are. Joe, so lap 80 of our 134 tonight. Let's see, I got the calculator rolling.
Wait, your calculator's rolling? Don't let it roll away.
So it's like 54, 55 laps. So you think one more stop you can do it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, from here, one more stop.
One more stop. So you got to split that difference, I guess.
So, you know. Oh, Ricky J looks like he's retired. No, he had to go to work.
Oh, very unfortunate. Because he was up at the front, so that was very unfortunate.
Hey, sometimes the real life has to take precedent.
Work takes priority, so totally understand.
Not everyone can be as lucky to work for a great company like JTM like us. You laugh. What do you mean? Are you laughing at Bristol's empire? His conglomerate? On Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube. Hello, Brian Rodriguez. Welcome. I don't think I've seen your name before, so if this is your first time, welcome. This is JTN. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. If it's not your first time, thank you for coming back. Okay, thank you to all the folks that come back every single week. I don't know why you do, but can't thank you enough for doing it.
We always love to see it here.
We always love to see the same names popping up in chat, let me tell you. It makes me feel good.
Same names, new names, no names, old names, new names. I said new names already. Multiple names. Names. I think that's all the names.
Yep. New, old, and same, and different.
Same of the same.
Make sure, folks, if you're watching, you smash that like button. Try to get this thing up to 15 likes. That's the goal. I think it's a decent goal. It's a moderate goal.
Moderate goal, decent goal, good goal.
I like how Darren said notice me, and then he didn't notice us back. A little hurt, Darren. We see. Last time you get interviewed in the book.
Last time you're in Oops All Crashes.
Probably not. But
Ba-da-ba-ba.
Jason, Awesome Gaming, I'm smiling right back at you, brother. So Eli is still out here. He's going to be coming down the last time, so that way he's at the back of the back. Oh, and I forgot, Aussie Bill's here, too.
Aussie Bill's here? You forgot about Bill.
I'm so sorry, Aussie Bill. But you always tell me not to sing. So, hopefully you're having a good lunch hour. Or break, or if you're retired, a great lunch. That's where we'll go. The Real Eye Marco also tuning in. Yeah, it's okay to be a little late. At least you're here. 1:14:37:19 all come down pit road that last time by. We'll be going back green flag racing lap 83. Brian Lovell, Greg Lovell, row number 1. Chevy Chase. KJ, row number 2. Row 3, Silver Bullet and old Mac Daddy. Row 3, Nelly and Magoo. Maybe I don't know. There's shenanigans afoot.
A little bump drafting here under caution. 3 wide, 4 wide.
Ah!
Can we do 4 wide?
5 wide, 6 wide, 7 wide.
Let's go as wide as this will allow us to go here.
No limits, Texas, so there's no limits how wide we can get. Okay, so it looks like they have it sorted
track
out.
Limits, Texas.
I mean, they've been running through the grass, so there's obviously no track limits.
They're passing the grass, thank you.
Well, they're running in it. My statement wasn't inaccurate, Ricky, okay? I need you to cool your jets.
No, my jets are going. It's like taking off.
Brian Lovell with control here on the restart in that STP number 43 Chevrolet. And Greg Lovell to his outside. Pace truck makes its way down pit road. We get ready to go back green flag racing. Wait for it to be dropped, and there it is. Green flag once again here from Texas.
Brian Lovell, Greg Lovell side by side here coming into turn 1. Greg's getting a good run on the high line here, but Brian should be able to pull away with that low line.
Behind him, Chevy Chase and KJ almost contact. Silver Bullet down on the apron. We're 3 wide.
Yeah, all sorted. Thinned out pretty quick here, but man, what a save by Silver Bullet. Nelly way up the track here, trying to keep it off the wall. Silver Bullet's going to get to the inside of him for the 5th spot.
So Silver Bullet collecting his things and getting back up into 5th after a big moment off of turn 2 on the restart.
Holding the lead here from the 088 Greg Lovell. It's a Lovell and Lovell show. Who are you rooting for, Joe?
Oh, you know, I'm rooting for Lovell up there, battling for this lead.
But KJ missed a turn a little higher up than in the past, but it looks like that draft's pulling them pretty hard right now. Didn't really seem to lose any time on these guys. Definitely actually seemed to gain on them a bit.
I don't think I'd miss the turn because they're so big, Ricky. I don't know how you can miss them.
It's hard to.
They're a whole 180. They're probably like 165. But
I just wasn't expecting them to take the high line that last time.
no, I get you. I think we've seen him do that. We've seen him do that throughout the night, though, where he was
49 around into the outside wall.
Oh, hard hit for brain fade. Caution flag is out. Let's get you a replay.
And I think this comes back, Joe, to not having that TV panel in the back of that 49 Dodge Ram. Just spins right around by himself. Very good shot to the outside there. Not much you can do when you don't got a whole lot of downforce back there.
I mean, it's exactly what you said. Just went around on him. Real Eye Marco writes in, why does the Pace Truck look like it's sponsored by Dr. Pepper?
Why not?
No, this is the original CTS Project Wildfire mod. That's why. They have it all painted red. The old Craftsman Truck series. Or Super Truck series if you subscribe to that. Are these trucks super?
That's pretty super. That's pretty super.
Yeah. So we're going to pit here. We're going to take tires. We're going to take fuel. We're going to split this last run if we go green a little bit more. Make those runs a little bit more even. Give you less laps at the end. Less laps for the next bit. Because I really want to split this run down the middle to the end. I don't know about you, Ricky, but my goal is always splitsies. Hey, Daniels looks like he's going to gas and go. He's MC also off pit road quick. Magoo. Lovell, KJ, Chevy Chase, Nelly, RJ Rusty, Jimmy Dale, Terry Scott, and Furco. Staying out on track is Silver Bullet and Eli, and then Brain Fade, he'll probably be coming down here in a lap or so to make sure he's at the back. They're causing that yellow.
All around here at the speed of 55 miles an hour around this place is pacing.
Apparently, you
pacing,
can drive
pacing.
55.
Can if you're not Sammy Hagar. That's how the rule goes. If you're Sammy Hagar, you can't drive it. Legally, you're not allowed to drive 55 if you're Sammy Hagar.
He's gonna be singing that at the All-Star race. Do you think the people that scheduled that are in touch with NASCAR?
That's about as fast those cars are going to be going, so, I mean, makes sense.
Oh, shots fired.
I don't say shots fired.
Ricky and I had a very passionate discussion. We agreed, so I didn't say debate before the race about some different rules packages things.
Not a debate, more so confirmation bias.
But more so, we're two engineers, and we kind of understand how things work.
More so an echo chamber. No, that wasn't a dig. I was just making a joke. It's 510 horsepower. It's not a lot. It's like the trucks.
Yeah.
Not a lot.
We were talking about how people were freaking out about the cup cars on the super speedways going down from 510 to 470. And how that's not much different because we were at 450 with the restrictor plates back in the day, so.
But, it'd be a great place to hear all this is a Fake Racers podcast, huh, Joe?
Yeah, Davey and I this week, we didn't talk about that specifically, but we did talk about how Fox and, how we get our motorsports presented to us on television, why we get it presented to us the way that we do, and what we would both individually like to see. It was a great discussion. It was actually that episode, Ricky, that's an episode I'm really proud of, the conversations we had. So go check it out. Obviously, those Fake Racers podcasts, they're a lot of fun. It's really Davey and I kind of shooting the business, but a lot of fun. And go check it out after this one. You can watch it on YouTube so you can see our pretty faces, but you can also listen to it on Spotify, Google Podcast. You can just search on Google, Fake Racers Podcast. It'll come up. You can go to anchor.com, anchor.com/JTN. We'll take you to our Anchor page that gives you all the list of links on different platforms that you can find the Fake Racers Podcast. We also talked about Sonoma, SRX debut, and there's a lot that we'll have to talk, if we get cautions like we have tonight throughout the next couple days. Who's your pick for the All-Star race, though, real quick before we go back green?
That guy, who's the All-Star.
Yep.
I don't know. This is a Kyle Larson. That's a good slam dunk for him.
And Brian, I'm gonna make you go to the Fake Racers podcast to get my pick. on YouTube we also got it all spaced out. He drives a Toyota. That's your hint. But getting ready to go back. Green Flag Racing, Silver Bullet, Eli 1-2, Denny Daniels, Keith MC, Magoo, Brian Lovell, Greg Lovell, Chevy Chase, and then Nelly and RJ Rusty, your top 10 as we wait to go back. Green Flag Racing, Silver Bullet with control, and back away we go. Green Flag once again here from Texas.
That truck way down the grass.
That's Magoo.
It's rolling. Looks like it's all set.
That was interesting.
That was very interesting. Look at the 114 truck back up here, Joe. How many incidents has he been in tonight? And he's back up here swinging with the big boys.
Not too many, and he hasn't gotten bad damage from any, so that's a good sign that this truck still has a lot of speed up here in the top 3 and getting loose. Can't talk about him. No, he didn't.
Keith MC
no, he didn't. Oh, no. No.
Nelly, two's going to get caught in it.
No.
You're back under caution here. My goodness. It's tough when the truck gets loose like that. It's just like you're in no man's land.
You saw it live here on JTM, but here's another angle. Eli gets loose on the apron. Old Mac Daddy gets loose as well. They get big hit there from Nelly. Nowhere for Nelly to go, of course. RJ Rusty also around. But another tough break. Especially for those medicine chest pharmacy trucks.
Very tough break.
But at least they have a pharmacy for a sponsor, so if they got a boo-boo, you know. Use your medications responsibly at home, folks. Silver Bullet. Oh, it's a lonely, lonely place down pit road.
Walk a lonely road.
It's the only one that I have ever known.
Check my vital signs. Something, something, something.
What's messed
Silver
up?
Bullet. Do you have the time
To listen to me wide. Well, Sean Whitehill, if he's listening out there, he's very happy.
About everything and nothing all at once.
You sounded like a bug there, dude.
I am one of those melodramatic fools.
Neurotic to the bone, no doubt about it.
About it.
Sometimes I give myself the creeps.
We're gonna run everyone out.
Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me.
I counted.
I listened to that song today.
We're losing numbers. We're losing numbers.
We are, folks. Under caution here again. Working lap 92. Should be going green somewhere around 95, 96.
Folks, do you have the time to listen to me whine?
About nothing and everything all at once. But Denny Daniels, he's assumed the lead. Eli came down pit road. He was riding in second. Daniels in that GMS Fabrications truck. He qualified on pole, so we know that 37's quick. Just got shuffled back on the pit stop, missed the pit box. Lost a bunch of track position, has been in the back up until now. But now, back to the front. Hey, Brian, I appreciate that. That LOL, big help. And what is my opinion about AutoSim? Well, as one of the developers of AutoSim, it's the best game on the market. Head on over to autosim.weebly.com to get your own copy of AutoSim. Omega out now for free, Ricky. For free. Ricky was also one of the early testers of it. And by developer... Go ahead.
Is it really on the market if it's free?
Well, I mean, you can go check
That's
it out,
really on market.
have fun with it. Ricky, you're not a business major, so you're not going to lecture me about what on the market means, all right, bud?
On the...
All right, bub?
Are you a business major?
Hey, I can say whatever I want. It's my network.
That's true. That is true.
But go check out AutoSim. Honestly, though, my bud that I've known forever poured his heart and soul into it last year at the beginning of quarantine, and if you guys could have seen what it started as and what it is now, if you could see that difference, it is absolutely fantastic. So go check it out. Brian already has it. Brian, I'm hoping you're loving the game, because a lot of work. We've put a lot of work into that game testing, outside of just getting guys to test it on their Discord. And man, oh man, it's a fun game. I wish I had more time to do more AutoSim videos, because it is just a fun game to play and just kind of sit there and just click buttons, you know, Ricky. And that's kind of what you love to do. But go on over autosim.weebly.com. You can find out more about the game, how to download it. And then you'll also find a link to their Discord where you can join the conversation, download mods for the game, and all the fun stuff. Again, that's autosim.weebly.com. It's just a text-based simulated racing game, and it's the only one really on the market right now. So, I mean, bada bing, bada boom. I think it works out for you. Denny Daniels, though, he's going to have control here. Ricky, what are you looking for?
I'm just looking for him to get rolling on this restart. Don't spin the tires, and he'll pretty much have the lead here. I think just having that inside line means a lot on that start of the run.
Yeah, we've seen the outside work when it's the control car is the outside. I'm not an alien. Daniels, though, electing to take the bottom. I think now's the time where you're not kind of making those gentlemen's agreements on the restarts, of course. And it's going to be dangerous, though, putting those two levels nose to tail here on the restart, although it's just been hard to work that outside throughout the night. So Daniels, Brian Lovell, Chevy Chase, Greg Lovell, Jimmy Dale rebounding up inside the top 5. Old KJ there in 6th. Magoo, Terry Scott, Furco, and Silver Bullet, your top 10. Getting ready to go back. Green flag racing. Denny Daniels with control, and away we go. Green flag once again here from Texas.
Denny Daniels gets a great jump on this restart. Already got the lead there, so that's exactly what he wanted.
Great jump there. Brian's going to be clear. He's got to jump to the bottom. Ditch that 088. Rock Auto Chevrolet. There's the battle for second. Chevy Chase to the bottom. Greg Lovell on the outside.
From side by side down in turn 3. Chevy chasing inside of Greg Lovell. See this low line lets him pull ahead. Gets a little bit of an edge, but still side by side with the 088. Greg Lovell, a lot of speed in that truck there, and just powering back on by in the high line.
And you see that twitching from the 088. Again, this is online racing. These are real folks behind the wheels of these virtual race cars and race trucks in this case. Hey, I corrected it before you did, Ricky, so bada bing, bada boom, my money's still. So when you see that twitching, it's like the internet connection kind of going in and out, not being consistent. When you see that little bit of twitching, but nothing too bad there with Greg and that Rock Auto Chevrolet. Nothing you can't manage if you're an experienced sim racer. Sorry, Ricky, go on.
Sorry, here comes Joe 96 with BSR Chevy Chase. Got by Greg Lovell there. Setting its sights on Brian Lovell here. Sitting in the 3rd spot right now. And BSR Killjoules in the 029. Fast all night. Up front all night. Back up here in this main shuffle. You want to make sure you keep an eye out for that 029. Because that is a fast truck.
He's got that right side damage from smacking the wall earlier. So he's probably down just a little bit on the handle. But wouldn't be surprised if he can get back up front. We know it seems like everybody by now has probably been involved in something or hit the wall or gotten into the grass. I mean, everyone's been all over the place tonight. It's No Limits Texas after all. But right now, going back up to the lead, Brian Lovell's starting to close the gap on Denny Daniels.
Brian Lovell's closed that gap right down. That 43's now on the back bumper. That 37. But catching them's one thing, passing them's a whole nother.
How are you setting up a pass here if you're in that 043?
I'm doing it coming off the turn. If I can get a run any way off the turn on this guy, I'm doing that down the straightaway, because that seems to be the best place to kind of bob and weave.
Working lap 99 here. I mean, he's right there. He's all over the tailgate now. Looking to the inside, it's Brian Lovell in the STP Silverado. To the inside, Denny Daniels. He's going to have help here from KJ in that 029 Wrangler Chevrolet in just a second.
See if KJ can get there. Looks like the 43 is just going to power on by under his own accord. Put Brian Lovell back to the point. Denny Daniels loses 2 spots there, dropping to 3rd, now contending for 4th, and it looks like he's going to settle in the 4th position if he can get down low.
He's not going to be able to, though. Jimmy Dale still to the inside of that GMS Fabrication Chevrolet.
KJ down in the grass, trying to make this pass to the 43. He's gotten side by side with him into turn 1. Can KJ make the pass? They're side by side here. He's got the preferred line, but the 43's got the power to put KJ into the 1st spot here on point here at Texas.
And he's got to make sure he throws a hand back to that 088 of Greg Lovell. Gave him a huge push down the back straightaway that really helped complete that pass before it got stalled out.
They said Denny Daniels now getting to the inside of the 43. Brian Lovell's got to stem the bleeding. He's stuck on that island. He's going to keep getting guys jumping under him. That 43 truck's definitely fast, but not in the preferred lane right now, and it's hurting him.
Denny Daniels with a good run down the back straightaway. They got close. They almost touched doors. They did not. And they're still side by side into 3 and 4. Now move Denny Daniels to 2nd and move Greg Lovell to the lead as KJ slipped up off of 4.
Hey, we saw KJ doing that earlier. It looks like we're still seeing that same condition you said, Joe, about the handling. Magoo off into the grass. He gets very loose and he saves it on the apron. How about that for the 144? What a fantastic save that was.
Get you a quick replay while they're still racing like crazy. Coming off a turn 4 contact here with Chevy Chase. Then Chevy up into the wall. Magoo gonna hit the grass just a little too much and saves it down onto the apron.
That was a fantastic save by Magoo.
Denny Daniels has made his
has
made his way to second. Now Jimmy Dale looking at the inside of Kilojoules for third.
Yeah, look at Jimmy Dale up here in the 33. Haven't seen him in this top 3 all night, I don't feel like.
We've been seeing a lot of Jimmy Dale here on JTN too, so it's been fantastic to see this 33 competing on a bunch of different stages. Always love to see the guys going between leagues that we broadcast here. And then Brian Lovell making the pass for 4th.
You just love to see it.
You love to see like the universe connecting.
Right now, it looks like Jimmy Dale trying to arc the turn a little bit. 66, Terry Scott up into the outside wall. He's going to lose a ton of ground here on a bunch of guys. It's down, 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 down a ton of spots. A little further ahead, Silver Bullet now contesting Nelly for the 7th place spot. I should say the other way around because Nelly's going to make the pass on the inside on Silver Bullet. 43's to the inside of Jimmy Dale. Brian Lovell lost a few spots here, making a charge back into the 3rd position. In a push from old KJ in that 29 truck. Looks like that 43's faster. We just got caught on the outside because now he's starting to rally back and making his way back to these leaders.
Further on back, big wreck down the front straightaway.
Trucks flipping, Jimmy Dale, Terry Scott, Rusty, Nelly, Keith MC. Oh no, Chevy Chase.
Sometimes your breath just gets taken away, Ricky, and you don't know how to call big wreck. Oh my goodness, let's get you. Bristol's working on fetching some replays here because there's going to be a lot of angles of this one. There is a lot going on. So contact's going to start with Nelly and Jimmy Dale coming off of turn 4. Nelly washes up the track, sends the 33 for a spin, and it's on like Donkey Kong.
Yeah, just get together there, and that 33, that is the worst place to go around, right at the entrance to the trial. No one could do anything to get out of the way. 33 into the air, up on his side. Just everyone piling in. Terry Scott, the 103, and Nelly, 2 RJ Rusty. Silver Bullet was in it. Chevy Chase was in it. Keith MC got into the pit wall. Just an absolute melee here on the front straightaway. I know I said melee earlier, but I'll use melee again.
Hey.
Big ol' melee.
You can use whatever words you want.
Joe, I think they can make it to the end on fuel from here.
I do believe.
So this could be the money stop right here for some of our leaders.
Of course, you get a caution in the way we've seen tire wear there. You see Eli big contact with that inside wall as well. You said Keith contact with that pit wall. 8. Oh, just a lot of tough hits.
A lot of tough hits, and BSR Kilojoules off pit road first on a 2-tire call.
Well, that's puzzling.
You don't trust that long of a run on 2 tires?
I don't see... He was running, what, 4th? 3rd or 4th? Yeah, he was running 4th. I don't see gaining the 3 spots versus new left sides. I don't know. But I guess he would have lined up on the outside too, so it's just I don't know.
Maybe they're seeing something with tire where we're not. Maybe those left sides aren't wearing as much as you expect, but unless 29's coming back down, he might have not gotten 4 tires. He might have actually taken 2.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, that is unfortunate. You're gonna lose a ton of ground here.
And folks at home, if they're not familiar with the way this works, right? It's not like you can just tell your crew, no, I want 4 tires. Once you're in the box, it's kind of set. You can't wait there for them to put the other ones on. You just, that's what whatever you picked once you stop, that's what you're gonna get. The only thing you can change is you can click off, you can stop them from making repairs, right?
We're gonna have to figure out where Killjoe's actually ends up here, but he's gonna be tail end of the field, basically.
I was gonna say he's not gonna be where he was.
He's definitely not gonna be where he was, but oh man, he's gonna have his work cut out for him with, I don't know, 25 laps to go, 26 laps right now. Lights are on the pit truck. We'll see how many we got when we go green here. But, not a lot of time left. A long way to go and a short time to get there.
Is that bandit gonna run?
We'll see. He's hauling a ton of Wrangler jeans at the back of that pickup. If you don't make it to Texarkana by sundown.
This is our country.
It's not the song.
That was the old Wrangler song.
No, it's a truck. That's a Chevy truck song.
Is it?
Yeah.
Golly gee.
No, like 2007. It's
Dale
not like
Jr.
a rock,
just
but it's the other one.
advertised. Dale Jr. just advertised way too many things.
Wrangler jeans hug you because I got the U fit.
Real comfortable jeans.
Jeans. Gonna be getting going here on lap 111 of 134 of tonight's event, so I think that should mean that we're going with 24 laps to go.
That's some pretty good math there, Ricky.
I have to say it out loud because otherwise I miscount, because you always have to count that extra one because you have to complete the last lap.
The things you learn.
Things you learn.
It's just like when you're at the racetrack and the scoring pylon, right? You know, we're so used to on TV, they tell us how many laps to go instead of what lap out of the race it is. But here at JTN, we don't have that kind of budget.
We don't have that.
No, but Danny Daniels, Greg Lovell, row 1, Brian Lovell and Terry Scott, row 2, Chevy Chase and Magoo, row 3, Brain Fade, Jimmy Dale, Silver Bullet, Kilojoules, Eli, 114, Furco, Nelly Nelmis in the back end, RJ Rusty, and old Mac Daddy Keith MC having an awful night here at Texas. Getting ready, though, to go back green flag racing. Pace truck is off. Danny Daniels with control here on the restart. Back away we go. Green flag once again here from Texas.
Daniels gets a good start, but Greg Lovell's hanging on. We'll see what happens. 37 should get that position coming into the turn, which he does.
Greg Lovell and Brian Lovell side by side for second. Here comes Chevy Chase. He's going to try to push that 043 by the 088.
Dale very loose on the apron, and he comes back up.
Oh, Furco!
In the air.
Furco up and over. Oh my goodness.
We are back under caution.
These boys, they watched that Oops All Crashes video last night on JTN. And they were like, that looks like fun. No, but seriously, little Jimmy Dale hits on the apron. That's going to send the truck loose. Overcorrects. And just a tough hit there. Furco going up and over. Thankfully, they landed on all four, and old Keith MC involved in yet another wreck here tonight. I got no words of encouragement for that 28 truck. It's just been an awful night. On board with Furco. That is scary to look at. How high off the ground do you think he was?
I don't know, a couple feet. A couple more.
Well, thankfully, Bomb Squad Racing builds these trucks very safe to keep all our drivers healthy after big wrecks like that. Again, thanks to our TWB safety crew for getting out on track quick to make sure the drivers are okay. That would be a good topic for a podcast, too, the AMR safety crew. And sometimes the delay to get to the scene of a crash, seems like. All right, Ricky, cool. Yeah, Joe, that's a great idea. Thanks, Joe.
That's a great idea.
Thanks, Joe.
Thanks, Joe. Thanks, Joe.
Bristol also didn't respond, so, you know, maybe not. It'll be under 20 laps to go when we go back green, I do believe.
Yeah, 120.
20.
Oh.
Just 2-0. We're going to have it all again for you next week, tomorrow night, folks, here on JTN. We'll be back with the Bomb Squad Cup Series. Of course, these are upcoming races presented by our friends at TWB Technologies. Together we are better. Bomb Squad Cup Series from Texas tomorrow night at 9:05. Then Friday night, Bomb Squad Xfinity Series, race number 3 of this Texas Triple, where we will crown a Texas champion. And they'll be receiving their very own trophy, Ricky. How cool is that? But 9:05 p.m. Eastern time there. Then the U.S. Oil Rail Cup Series at Texas, race 2 of the round of 8. So someone else hopefully will be ensuring their spot, moving on to the championship round to join Jeff Dixon in Homestead. Maverick Cup Series, June 14th. That's Monday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern times. Tentative start there from Sears Point. And then the Hobo Cup Series on Tuesday night back here at Texas Motor Speedway, 8:50 p.m. Eastern time. Of course, all those races live only on JTN. Only place you can catch all those races, folks, and you don't want to miss them. So that's why you want to make sure you hit that subscribe button. Also, make sure you're following us on Twitter. You like our Facebook page, and search JoeTowNetwork on TikTok. You might be surprised at what you see. In a good way, I hope.
In a good way, in a good way, in a good way, in a good way.
Gotta love it when the big one strikes, Ricky.
You gotta love it when the big one strikes and everyone is not paying attention. As it were. But let's we'll get a little wild here because we're gonna hit the line. Gonna be 20 laps to go, so I imagine we're probably gonna get the green with 19.
Well, all my exes live in Texas, Ricky, and Denny Daniels hopes that he can keep living in Texas and get this victory here tonight. There was not a good segue there. I tried and I thought about it, but I'm not Mike Joy. I don't know how to segue very well. I love Mike Joy. Pace truck lights will go out here, so we'll get the one to go. Denny Daniels, he'll have control. Greg Lovell, Brian Lovell, Chevy Chase, your top 4. Terry Scott, Silver Bullet, Eli, Brain Fade, KJ, and Magoo, your top 10. Run you back through the back of the field. There's Jimmy Dale, Harley Davidson, Ford. Burko, who had that big spill there on the last caution. Old Mac Daddy Keith MC in the Haviland 28. There's RJ Rusty in the 2. 103 and Nelly, 2 team trucks there, both, I believe, with some damage. Nelly, though, missing the entire tailgate. Magoo in the 144, KJ in that 029. There's Brain Fade in that beautiful-looking 49 U.S. Air Force colors, or Air Force colors design. Eli in the 114. The 4 is Silver Bullet with Crown Royal colors here tonight. 66 Sony Jagermeister Toyota of Terry Scott. 096 of Chevy Chase. 043 STP Chevrolet. Brian Lovell, Greg Lovell, RockAuto.com. All the parts you'll ever need at Rock Auto. And then the GMS Fabrication Chevrolet of Denny Daniels. Pace truck will make the hard left turn down the pit lane, and we'll go back. Green flag racing here when we hit the line with 19 laps to go. It's going to be crazy, folks. You don't want to miss it. Green flag once again here at Texas, and a little bit of wheel spin there on the bottom. Denny Daniels, big send down to the corner. Greg tried to hug the door. He's going to wash up way up the track. Denny Daniels with a 2 truck length lead down the back straightaway into 3. Around back, KJ's trying to scratch and claw his way back to the front, trying to find his way around Eli in the 114. Goes Magoo to the inside of Brain Fade for position. Nelly doing the same Brain Fade way up the track. We know that truck is not handling like it once was. It ain't as good as it once was, but it was good once as it ever was. RJ Rusty with a pass now in the 49. Ryan Lovell, though, getting a big push from Greg. They're in third. They're going to try to find their way around Denny Daniels. Maybe they make the move down the back straightaway. What says you, Ricky?
29's get to the inside of the 174 here. Big pass right there by KJ. He's in the back right now. Furco's on the apron. Not Furco. Wow, sorry. Magoo was almost on the apron there trying to get past the 114. They're all set, but look good in front. Brian Lovell with 43. Getting to the inside of 37 almost. Got Greg Lovell all over his TV panel, though. That old 43's got to make a move now, or else he's going to get snapped up by that 088.
Folks, if you like it when Ricky completely ignores and refuses to answer my questions, make sure you hit that like button on the video. Try to get to 15 likes on this one. Would be wonderful to go over that, of course. Brian Lovell to the lead, though, as I'm getting angry at Ricky. I'm flaming at Ricky.
You're flaming.
Greg Lovell gets on by Chevy Chase. Silver Bullet, so move Denny Daniels back to 5th. And they have to try to find his way back to the front to hopefully have a chance at the end of this one.
Brian Lovell can hang on to this because he's got Greg Lovell all over his back bumper still, looking side to side, trying to get a pass on him. Go further back, here's Chevy Chase.
Oh, Brian on the apron. Greg going to get to the inside off of 4. He's going to have all the help. Chevy Chase pushing that 088 side by side for the lead. Give that lap to Greg in the 088, and he takes the lead down into 1.
Takes a lead, but he's not as far down as he needs to be. You see Chevy Chase gets a big run there, gets right up back on right behind the 088. I'm trying to refuse from saying back bumper. I've said it too many times here, but Silver Bullet gets the inside of him, so put that 4 up to the second position.
Absolutely, you have, Ricky. And Silver Bullet up to second. Danny Daniels going to third, and KJ coming to 4th.
Big push on this 4 here. 088's kind of a sitting duck. He gets down onto that white line like he needs to. It's going to help stem the bleeding here. Gonna hang on to this lead for now, but the 4's going to start reeling in a little further back here. Terry Scott making a big move to the inside of Nelly, who was just dropping back, got hung up on that high line. He's going to lose the position to the 66. 19 of Furco is down on pit road.
That truck sounded terrible coming down the front straightaway last time. He had lost the pack.
Tacking it right now in neutral. Looks like he might have lost the transmission.
Tough break for Furco. He flipped. He was battling back, trying to get a good finish here tonight. Not going to be the case. Silver Bullet now trying to find his way around Greg Lovell.
Silver Bullet looks to the inside. Doesn't have the move just yet, but Danny Daniels gets struck up on the high line here by the 43. He's going to lose a bunch of spots if he's not careful. Put Brian Lovell to the inside of him. Probably going to take that 4th position away from him. Terry Scott's going to be right behind the 43 to take it right along with him.
And look who's coming back to the front. It's the Wrangler Silverado of Kilojoules.
He is pushing that 4 truck. He was straight up pushing him, Joe.
Pushing it real good as we're coming to our TWB 10 to go this time at the line. KJ down and on to the bottom of Silver Bullet. Of course, this is our TWB 10 to go. And presented by our fine friends at Garden Lights Direct. From porches to patios to more for all your outdoor lighting needs, head on over to GardenLightsDirect.com. They got the hookup on those outdoor lights. Again, that's GardenLightsDirect.com, GARDNLIGHTSDIRECT.com, GardenLightsDirect.com, here on your TWB 10 to go.
Very quick read there, Joe. A+ job, but BSR Furco back on track. Must have been a shifter issue or something, but he was packed in neutral. Now he's back in 4th gear, racing around the track. These guys are going to come up on him quick, so they're going to have to be careful navigating this lap traffic. Furco's going to stay up high. These guys just snake him beautifully down the straightaway here, but here comes Kilojoules to the inside of Greg Lovell.
That truck got loose there on entry, not going to be able to make the pass.
Brian Lovell's going to get a great run, though. Coming off the turn, has nowhere to take it, though, so he's going to have to push the 29.4s.
Oh,
bump drafting. Oh, you don't want to get that close, so then you get bumper grab.
Silver Bullet was all over the left rear quarter. And I'm watching KJ in that Wrangler truck, and he is just using all the racetrack trying to get a run around this 088. Now Brian Lovell going to get to the inside off of 4.
Yeah, KJ's got to be careful. He might just put himself in a
No.
really bad spot as he gets very loose
Block.
down into the grass. Here comes
Right
Brian
around.
Lovell's going around.
No! Caution not out. We stay green. Now it's out.
It's out. Now, is this going to be the race?
It shouldn't be, but we're racing back to the line. Greg Lovell with control coming off of turn 4. He will get the lead here, coming back to the caution flag.
6 laps
KJ,
to
Silver
go.
Bullet, Terry Scott, Denny Daniels, Chevy Chase, Magoo, Ellie, and Eli. But let's get a replay of what happened there, and it looks like Brian Lovell has taken his car or truck to the garage.
That's unfortunate. That is a tough break for Brian Lovell. Just an absolutely fantastic run all night tonight. But looks like KJ. So this kind of goes a little further. It looks like KJ was kind of snaking the 088 going down the back straightaway, and then just didn't get the low lane like he needed to coming into 3. So it opened up for the 43 of Lovell get to the inside of him. And the 029 was pushing it really hard to defend on the outside, got a little loose, and it seems like as he's kind of chasing it down the track to hang on to it, 43 is going to move and just catches the grass, just like we've seen a few guys do here already, and this went right around. Now, mind you, he did hit it pretty good on the nose. I don't think he would have had a ton of damage there, but I think Brian Lovell was here to win tonight.
And you're not going to win for starting out back on a restart if it's only a lap.
Yeah,
because I'm looking at our laps. If we get a restart, it'll be with 1 or 2 to go. It's going to be really close. But just a tough break for that STP Silverado. And Brian, if you're watching this replay, so sorry about what happened there. Because if we go back, like you said, down the back straightaway, KJ was trying to find his way around Greg. And this is what you said. It really starts here, right, Ricky?
Yeah.
All right, great one-word answer. Thanks for the input. Then you see KJ got loose off the corner, came down, and then just kept coming down. Brian clips the grass a little bit, which we've seen guys do all night, right? We've seen them kind of run the 2 tires in the grass.
I've seen a few guys get snake bit like that already this evening, and at the end of the race, you've seen people get snake bit like that the whole time. Excuse me. But
Buckle up, folks, because it's about to get crazy here in Texas. What are you looking for on the restart if you're the leader?
not to spin the tires. If they get going here, it is going to be on old tires. So this is going to be the big one that you do not want to screw up.
And what are you looking for if you're, say, Silver Bullet, Denny Daniels? They're on the bottom. Terry Scott in the 66. So if you're those guys that aren't on the front row, are you hoping those two in front of you make a mistake and maybe you can pounce? Or are you hoping they get away clean, too? Because you don't want to check up.
You're hoping they make a mistake.
Wow, Ricky, just preying on the downfall of others. I see how it is.
That's what you gotta do. That's racing.
That's racing. But, folks, you're going to want to keep your butt in your seat. Don't touch that search bar, because you are not going to want to navigate away from this one. I'm Joe Twansky. He's Ricky Klett here with the Bomb Squad Truck Series. It's our Texas Triple, 3 nights of racing here at Texas Trucks tonight, Cup tomorrow night, Xfinity Friday night, all, of course, here with Bomb Squad Racing. At the end of it all, we'll crown a Texas Triple champion, Texas Shootout Challenge, whatever you want to call it, champion. They'll get a nice trophy presented to them. And it's going to be a fantastic next 2 nights of racing here in the Lone Star State. You're not going to want to miss a second of it. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe. Hit the like button on the video as well. That really goes a long way in helping support us, getting this video pushed out to more and more people, making more impressions on people. And all we can do here at JTN is hope you give us the opportunity to entertain you. We hope you're thoroughly entertained while you watch these broadcasts. And we love to provide this product to you. And can't think what it would be like not being able to do this here on these weeknights and weekends. And man, oh man, we're about to see a great one, Ricky.
Oh, we're about to see a fun one here. If we can get going green again, which I think we will. Now that you said it, Joe, I'm starting to agree with you.
I think it's going to be 1 lap.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's going to be 1 lap. We'll see when they hit the line here if the lights go off. You see, these guys are already doubled up. They're ready to roll.
Anticipation building. Okay, so
there
2
go, the
laps.
lights are out.
2
2
laps.
laps to go. Not technically a green-white checkered, but a green-white checkered.
Yeah.
Taking the green, taking the white, taking the check. And if caution comes out, that will end the race. So keep an eye out. This one's going to get
Oh, we're
wild.
racing back. We race back.
No limits, Texas.
No limits to the stupidity you can have on a late race restart as well.
That is true.
Now, that's not a diss on anybody. It's just everybody gets crazy. Everyone gets a little feral here on these late race restarts. It's going to be fun, folks. It's just buckle up. Greg Lovell with control. KJ to his outside. Silver Bullet there in 3rd. Terry Scott 4th. Denny Daniels. Chevy Chase. Magoo. Eli. Jimmy Dale. Nelly. Brain Fade. And RJ Rusty. Getting ready to go back. Green flag racing from Texas. $16 people tuning in right now. If you're just tuning in, you missed the show, but you're about to see an even better show. You're not going to want to miss it. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe if you're new here. Tell us in chat who you think, what do you think is going to happen. I have a feeling the odds-on favorite would be probably a little bit of contact, a little ruffled feathers, Ricky. But pace truck going to make that hard left turn down the pit lane. And we get ready to go back green flag racing here from Texas. Fans are on their feet. They wait for that majestic green flag. There it is, and we're back away already.
Oh, are we green?
We are.
We're green.
They spun
These guys
through
are
the grass.
Rolling. Kill Jules is in the lead, but he is all by himself. Terry Scott's going to get a big run with this draft if he works quick enough.
Gonna be an interesting thing to see if Terry Scott can get to KJ. They're gonna be coming to take the white flag this time at the line. We'll get you a replay of what happened there on the restart after the race. Denny Daniels washes up the track back there in 5th. 1 lap to go for Kilojoules in that 029 Wrangler Chevrolet. Terry Scott trying to close the gap, but not enough pace out of that 66 Tundra.
Have to see. I don't know if Terry Scott's got the time, Joe. It takes a few laps to reel in that much space.
Oh,
I think.
behind him, Nelly around,
Big
Eli
wreck.
around, RJ Rusty. 3 trucks involved there on the back straightaway. Caution's out. We're racing back to the line. Coming off of turn number 4, Kilojoules is going to win leg number 1 of the Texas Triple.
Joe, Brain Fade finished 5th.
What a run.
I counted that truck out like 20 laps ago. How about that for the 49 truck?
Let's see what happened here on the restart first, folks. So coming down into the restart zone, this, of course, a replay. Greg's going to spin the tires there on the front row. Silver Bullet, nowhere to go.
Yeah, and I think the 4 was already on his back bumper there because the 37 was giving him a shot to get him ready. So nothing those guys were doing wrong. They were all set to go. It was just that when Greg's tire spun, which is what I was talking about, we had to be careful about those tires spinning. I think it might have hooked him a little bit on the 4.
Yeah.
But, very unfortunate for Greg Lovell.
And then that incident on the white flag lap down the back straightaway, you saw it live. But one more look at it from our helicopter cam. Nelly with a big run to the inside of Eli. Eli is going to get loose off the corner. Go around contact with the door. Nelly involved. RJ Rusty. Eli. Jimmy Dale. Brain Fade barely getting by. But KJ burning it down here at Texas. And there are a lot of Chevy execs happy that a Silverado won the truck race here in Fort Worth. Of course, folks, we're going to be talking with our top 3 drivers after this one, so stick around for those interviews, and we'll also get you set up for tomorrow night when we look at our results from Texas. Because all my exes live in Texas. Those results on your screen in just a moment. We'll wait to talk with our top 3. And Ricky, I mean, just a fantastic race here tonight. He had a little bit of everything.
Absolute, yeah, we keep saying that. Man, what an absolute barn burner of a race. It was just so much action on track there. Everyone was so close together, so dicey. Everyone making passes. How many lead changes do we get there? And just 2-lap shootout. And what a wild way to end it. Leader spinning the tires. Doesn't get much crazier than that.
Doesn't get much crazier than that. Those results going to be populating your screen in just a second, and they're pretty much what our standings look like for our Texas Triple. Kind of get to look the lay of the land for all of our drivers, and we'll start with talking with our...
So.
Oh, no. Chevy, you got to go back.
No, I'm good.
All right, I just want to make sure. Third place finish tonight.
No, I decided to come outside and conduct this out here.
Okay, well, you got to get some fresh air, right? You don't want to be cramped up in the media center giving one of these interviews because it had to be hot behind the wheel of that Silverado tonight.
I'll tell you, it's hot out here right now. That's for sure.
But Chevy, let's talk about this race because it was crazy. You had to avoid wrecks throughout the night, involved in wrecks throughout the night. I think at one point you were up and over on your roof. How'd you rebound to finish third?
Well, I don't know if I got over on the roof, but I got side damage. So the side damage, as long as you don't hit the front end and twist the back end too far, they'll fix it. And I had plenty of motor, so that's how I ended up finishing third and getting lucky, squeezing through a few holes during the wrecks.
Squeezed through the holes during the wrecks. Question about how the pack racing worked tonight, because I think we're gonna see something similar on Friday as well for the folks at home. But did it seem like it was a lot of one line, and if you kind of got a little tight off the corner, a guy once he slips his nose under you, you were done, you were heading to the back, or do you think there was at least a little bit of room to kind of hold that outside line?
Well, it depends on if somebody will work with you up high. You can hold your own up high. I don't know if you've seen it during the race, but I was using the outside line, and they couldn't pass me. I couldn't stay ahead of them, but they couldn't pass me until 3 or 4 laps into a 2 wide. Then it just doesn't work anymore because more and more people are shifting to the bottom. But if you have help on the top, you can do it. It's just real hard, and you got to have guys with you that you trust because you're going to ride real close together.
Well, trust is definitely a big thing, especially with the trucks, with how draft dependent with them they are, and we can trust you to pull a good finish out even after having to face all kinds of adversity throughout the night, Chevy. Congratulations, third place finish. Before we let you go, sponsors, friends, admins, family, whoever you got to thank, the floor is yours, buddy.
Just Kathy and Brian Voiles for their support and holding this whole crew together. They really do, and Brian's on the road a lot. And him and Kathy are the glue. There's no doubt about it. And I thank them very much.
All right, one more.
You guys too. You guys do a great job. I watch the broadcast later.
Hey, I appreciate that. Chevy, are you going to take your buddy for a walk?
Yeah, that's where I go. I
Okay.
go right after the race and take my buddy for a walk.
All right, you make sure it's a good walk, Chevy. Congratulations, third place finish tonight. And good luck tomorrow. You got to keep these points going. Got to try to win this Texas Triple Championship.
Yeah, 10-4. I'm going to try.
All right, Chevy Chase, driver of the 096 Chevrolet. Thanks, buddy.
Thanks.
We now move on to our second place finisher, driver of the number 66 Toyota Tundra, Terry Scott. Terry, you got a copy?
Hey, Joe, what are you doing?
I was watching you wheel and deal all the way from the back to the front, to the back, to the front, to the back, to the front. What went into that tonight?
I had a truck that could pass.
Yeah.
And I didn't know if I actually got the lead lap when the 03 was out front. So I had to go back out and make sure that I led a doggone lap.
Well, it's a good thing you did, because you didn't.
Yeah.
But hey, look at that. Bright side, right? Second place finish tonight, though. I talk about, because, you were in the back to the
yeah, what a mess. I'm so sorry, you guys. What is it, like 11:30? We made you stay here all night for this?
No, don't be. Because there was just a good race. Do you think a lot of the wrecks we saw was just because of the trucks being really,
Really light.
Tight.
Really light in the ass end. People were missing gears, so people were trying to take advantage of people. A couple people lost the back end, made them even worse. And it's just greed. During practice, I don't know if you saw the times, but everybody was within a tenth of each other for the whole field. It was solid 4s, then 5s, and 6s. So you knew it was going to be that kind of race.
Mhm.
And a couple people just brought trucks that were too free.
Do you think being so close together, people thought, okay, if a guy slips up a little bit, I have to take advantage of that almost immediately, because there's kind of that fear that if you get to the back, it's going to be hard to get back to the front. I know you were able to do it because you got a fast truck tonight, but do you think some of those guys maybe that were pulling off some of those more aggressive moves were a little bit worried?
Yeah, because you could see what happened to me. The one time that I thought I led the lap and I just let them go, I went all the way to the back. Nobody would let me back in. So that's what everyone's fear was. Don't give nothing. Take all night.
You think we won't see that tomorrow night, though, with the Cup cars, because you got a little more speed, right?
Yeah, a little bit more speed, a little bit more, I think, balance. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
The trucks just suck up so fast that, you know what I mean, you can make moves. In the cars, you gotta plan a move.
You made moves tonight. Are you feeling confident for tomorrow? Because I mean, you got the second place finish tonight. You're really in the running for this trophy at the end of the week. Are you feeling confident about tomorrow night?
Not so sure. I'll know more in practice. I did know going into this that I have a fast piece for the truck series. You know what I mean? So I felt good. But I don't know so much. I'm not quite as good in the Cup cars. I'll be okay, you know, on Friday. And I knew I was going to be, you know, at least decent tonight. That's why I pushed it. Because you watch me. I'll let people go. I'll roll out and I'll ride in the, you know, top 10. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And tonight I just went to the front every chance I could.
Hey, that's my exact same strategy in these races, especially in these truck races when we're all jumped, Terry. Congratulations, second place finish. I
Thanks,
believe,
bud.
is this the first time we're talking to you too? After one of
Yes,
these?
it is.
Hey.
Yes, I finished 4th just because I don't do interviews well and I try and avoid them.
Oh, don't say that. You're doing this great. I love the energy you brought into the booth here tonight after this one. Congratulations, second place finish. Before we let you go, I know there's admins to thank, people to thank, sponsors to thank. The floor is yours to do so.
I'd love to give a shout out to Brain for all he does points wise, Goo for everything he does, Brian Voiles, Kathy for putting this thing together, Rick Craddock and Realtek, and I'm not sure who sponsored this, but God bless them, because it's fun to have a race that you guys do, you know, professionally with the tickers and all that. I really enjoy it.
I appreciate that, Terry, and that's another big thanks to Voiles and Brian and Kathy Voiles Trucking. They just do so much for you guys and so much for us here at JTN. And again, can't echo the sentiment of thanking them and the admins here enough, Terry. Congratulations, second place finish tonight. Let's keep this momentum rolling into tomorrow and Friday night. How's that sound?
Sounds good. Thank you, Joe, and thank you, JTN.
Thank you, Terry. Congratulations, and have a wonderful rest of your evening, buddy.
You too.
Terry Scott, driver of the 66 Toyota Tundra. Now we move on to our winner. He had to wait. He had to go to the back, to the front, to the back, to the front, to the back, to the front, to the back, to the front. Did I get enough times there, KJ?
It felt like it was more, but that sounds about right, Joe.
It might have been. A lot of those causes, though, they were down on pit road, right?
I'm sorry, say it again, Joe. I couldn't hear you. Say it again.
You lost the track position on pit road a couple times. Why was that? Just kind of fill us in on that.
Well, one time I accidentally took 2 tires. The other time I was speeding, so those weren't planned. But it was mainly a fuel thing.
Okay.
It got to that point where you could almost make it on one stop. So I kept topping off just to make sure I could kind of get it close, because with the trucks, you can't really get away from nobody. And the car was so fast, I could just drive back through traffic. So it was mainly a fuel thing why I kept pitting like that.
Were you worried though when you went to the back and we got into that second half of the race and we kind of had a caution every 5-10 laps? Were you kind of worried about maybe not being able to make up that track position, because at that 5-10 lap mark, you're almost, the tires are screaming at you to come down pit road and replace them?
Yeah, I was hollering and cussing in team chat there, like, can we at least get some laps in? Because the first couple laps the car just had no speed in it, but the longer it went, the car just kept running faster and faster. And that one long run we had, the lap before the caution came out, I was still wide open.
Mm-hmm.
So the car got better and better. It was just the traffic is so hard to pass in these trucks here, because on new tires, everybody can hold the bottom. And I was listening to Terry's interview. Everybody runs the same speed until the tires wear out. So it's just so hard to pass. And the restarts, I'm sure you've seen all these wrecks that we're having on the restarts tonight, but it's hard to get through turn 1 and 2 on a restart, because cold tires and the trucks are so light and everybody runs so loose. It's just hard to pass until the tires wear out.
When you saw speaking of restarts, when you saw those guys bin it there on that final restart, what was going through your mind?
That made my job a lot easier. Or thanks, Greg.
Poor Greg.
No, I kind of figured somebody was going to spin him because on the backstretch, we were coming to the green. I hit the gas pretty hard just to test mine, and I got sideways. So I knew I was going to have to short shift, and I didn't see Greg try it at all. And we hit the gas, and next thing I know, Greg's not there anymore.
One final question. I know you had a bet going into tonight with Keith. You won the bet, right?
No,
or is it's for all three?
The whole series. Yeah, the whole series.
Whole series.
But
well, you got the advantage.
Good advantage. Yeah, I got. As long as I don't just bomb one of these next two, I should be okay.
He finished 15th. Are you gonna make it an expensive case, or are you gonna make it a cheap case?
It depends on what mood I'm in at the time.
AJ. Well, that's a good answer.
It'll probably be a sponsor, Busch Ice or Stella, one of those. It'll probably be a sponsor car.
All right. Well, at least that's not like the college. You know, Ricky and I were talking about. You start in college, you start at Natties, and then you get to
PBR when I was younger. But okay.
Well, it's the same difference. You kind of start at those cheap ones, and then you work your way up. But KJ, congratulations on the win tonight. I know you got sponsors, people to thank. The floor, you know the drill. The floor, of course, is yours to do so.
Yeah. First off, I wish that race was better. That was a long race. It started off pretty good and it ended kind of okay, but the middle was kind of just a disaster. So hopefully tomorrow night and Friday night it's better for everybody watching. Let's see. I want to thank you and Ricky here in the booth at JTN for putting the race on. I'm gonna go back and watch it like I always do in a couple days to kind of look through it and see what happened in the back. Also want to thank did Brian Voiles and Kathy put the race on tonight? I don't know who put the series on this week. Okay. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, Kathy, for sponsoring this series here. It kind of gives a little different in-depth race between in the season here. So you got a points race, but you also got a little series race this week. So it makes it a little bit different. Also want to thank all the other admins at BSR for putting the series and the league together and letting us race here. Shout out to Ricky because Ricky had to part. He had to go to work. Kind of wanted to see what Ricky had, see if he can kind of run with me there. But Keith, I'm gonna go ahead and pick my beer and get it ready for you because you ain't gonna beat me this series. And I also want to give a shout out to my wife. I almost forgot again, Joe. So yeah, I got thinking about beer and I forgot about it. So I want to give a shout out to my wife, Jessica.
Hey,
I think she watched some of it before she went to bed.
It happens, you know. Sometimes different things get on your mind, and you forget about more important things. But KJ, congratulations on the win here tonight. I know you're gonna be going for 2 in a row. You broke Ricky's streak of winning races that we broadcast here at Bomb Squad on JTN. So congratulations on doing that. And
only counts on Thursday, Joe.
Hey,
gotta break the streak on Thursday.
Hey, you know, please do it. I hope he's watching this back after work or whatever, and just man, oh man, if I had to talk to him in Victory Lane again, I think his head's gonna get too big to get into the race car.
Well, we can put a bounty out on him if you want to.
I'm not putting a bounty on him. Let me tell you, I can't do that. But KJ, congratulations on the win tonight. Good luck tomorrow night. You got the advantage, so now you got to press it. Kilojoules driver though, 29 Wrangler Silverado. Congratulations, buddy.
All right, thank you guys. See you tomorrow night.
And folks, that does it from us here on JTN. A fantastic night of racing action, Ricky. And we're going to do it all again tomorrow night, but with the Cup cars. What's the biggest difference going to be? That horsepower, right?
Yeah, it's definitely going to be the horsepower and the handling, more downforce on those cars too. So a little different kind of tune compared to what we're seeing tonight. But man, I think it's going to be just as fun.
And folks, you're not going to want to miss a second of it. Make sure you're subscribed to us here on JTN. Go on over to our Twitter page. You can follow us there, and head on over to our Facebook and give us a like, and you'll just stay all up to date on JTN. We always post before we broadcast, give you a couple hours notice, as well as when you're subscribed, you should get notifications. If you hit the little bell icon, you'll get notified anytime we go live. Can't thank you guys enough for watching. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe, like I just said. And we'll see you guys tomorrow night, hopefully. Hopefully you come back for the Bomb Squad Racing Cup Series here at the Texas Motor Speedway. Another 134 laps. It's going to be a fantastic show, folks. You're not going to want to miss a second of it. There's a lot on the line for these drivers. For all of us here at JTN, for Bristol, our producer, for Ricky Collette, I've been Joe Twansky. Thank you so much for... Have a wonderful rest of your evening, and we'll see you guys tomorrow night live on JTN. It's 3 and 4. The battle is on. It's going to be too close to go again. They're going to be 3 wide coming to the checkered. Never mind. They're going to be Oh!
Maverick!
Who
hit that?
Turn 4 into the tri-oval. Whitehill through the grass. It's going to be Noah Joyce winning his first career race in the Red Bull Cup Series.
All right, and they're wrecking behind him. We got cars flying everywhere. Cars upside down, but it doesn't matter. Noah Joyce has done it. He's won at Daytona in the 3 car.
Comes Musa. Musa's gonna.
Oh, he's going to use that apron.
He's gonna use the apron.
They're going to be side by side. Coming off the corner. Boy, back to the inside. It's going to be a drag race to the line. So Musa gets it.